Mm-hmm. Let's go live. Oh, yeah. I'm having a good day today. I'm having a great day today. What a great day. You know, I'm really partying. I'm really partying today. See if anybody's out there. I'm gonna fool with my tripods today. I've been ordering tripods lately off eBay because I love tripods. Gitzo is where it's at. Big old heavy beast. You wouldn't want a backpack with one. Oh, life's great. I've been ordering a lot of tripods lately. And I quit taking that fucking Zyrtec, man. That shit made me tired as hell. Took one every morning. Today I took a Claritin D. Feel like $1 million. Fuck yeah. My mission is to put cloud videos up till the day I die. And Moon. I'm going to be adding a lot more background on Moon. Moon, like about how they refer to it in different parts of the world, what it means, all this bullshit. Bag of dildos? Yeah, I can get you one. Stephanie had, timing's everything. I mean, Stephanie bangs her head against the wall for just acting that way. If somebody brought her a bag of dildos now, she'd probably break down crying. You can't cloud watch me? Oh, yeah, you can. You watch these fucking clouds. This moon, too. I got this great book last night. It tells everything about... I mean, I got a lot of books on moons, but it's the science aspect. This is a cultural aspect worldwide, like Strawberry Moon, Harvest Moon, all that. As it turns out, that's different meetings, different parts in the world. I never thought of it that way. No shit. Three-legged kitty? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. He needs a house. Those fucking animals adapt to that shit so good, man. It's unbelievable. Hey, Life, how you doing? I'm really gonna... I was almost did it today, but I thought, fuck it. But I'm gonna start doing it on my moon videos. A lot of them. I'm gonna get out some of my old cameras today, fuck around. I got my trail cam. I'm sick of doing those deer already. I think they're beautiful. I like them. Bought a ton of corn yesterday, a whole pallet, 2,000 pounds. You know why? Because I want to try to keep these deer around here more, which is a shot in the dark because, they end up getting shot out trying to mate with does, not necessarily a lack of a source of food. So hope I can do it. Fucking around. What's up, Rob? Yeah. What else? I was going to go to Dothan, Alabama, but I'm not going now. Just partying. It's a beautiful day today. Gorgeous clouds. Love these fucking clouds. I got this new, I joined the Cloud Appreciation Society. They give you, part of why I joined is, well, I like clouds. Secondly, you get a cloud every day in your email. But thirdly, because of this little wheel. I pretty much know the clouds, most of them. But you get this wheel and you kind of twist it around. It tells you what cloud it is. It looks like something you get like in a cracker box. Cracker Jacks. Yeah, I say. What happened to your other cat? I got a big bee conference coming up the 12th and the 13th. I got to write myself a note on that. I got to fucking switch some shit on there. Bee thing. I want to make some good Good connections there. You know, Georgia's like the top state for beekeeping. It's perfect. I mean, queen rearing, fucking around. I'm setting up 100 hives. Just let them fly. Oh, yeah, I like them too. Yeah. Oh, good for you. I see that John Davison, man, that guy still looks good. He's 84. Used to do the Hollywood Squares. And for some reason, I always thought he was short, but he's not. I looked him up. He was raised by 2 Baptist ministers, believe it or not. He's a devout atheist. Now, I understand agnostic, which is what I am, but I don't understand atheist because just like religious people can't prove religion, nobody can disprove it. It's just fucking stupid. I just wonder if they fucked that up in the article, you know? Oh, he didn't come back in June. What happened to him? I mean, did you let him out to run around or did he get out by accident or what? Come back from where? Yeah, fuck. When I was a kid, man, we used to let our cats. That motherfucker wouldn't come. This wildcat here, this little fucker, he'll disappear for 3 days. I can pet the hell out of him now, but man, every like 5 seconds he goes into the wild mode. He's always checking himself. It's like he's got 2 brains working. Be petting him, rolling on his belly, stroking his back, and that fucker will like snap out of it for a half second, think about biting you, and then he goes back to letting you pet him again. Man, that sucks. No, I didn't read about those. Nah, bullshit. It's not proof. No, it's not. Actually, Christianity is just completely fallen apart with regard to dates and timelines. You know, there's no original test for the New Testament. 1,000 years between the Old Testament and the New Testament. At least with the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Old Testament, there's some fragments they've been able to piece together. But the Jesus thing, I do believe Jesus existed, but it wasn't any virgin birth. I think Mary either had an affair, it was Joseph's child, and it was a prophet, just like the Muslims believe. But the Son of God. Now you're dreaming. You need psychiatric care. No, I didn't see that one. Yeah, J8's a fucking scumbag. Goes around and uploads videos about Maddie's thumb. What a fucking douchebag. I hope I run into that motherfucker someday. Let him talk that shit to my face. Yeah, it was all Latin back then. Yeah. But that was the time, you know, around that area. I mean, the Old Testament's verified. The New, that's just all. They don't even know who wrote the fucking letters. I mean, even the apostles didn't know Jesus was the Son of God. It's all, I mean, you can't believe you believe this shit. Male or female what? Yeah, I mean, I think it was just like, I just don't buy into it, man. And I'll tell you another thing, too. The more they keep sending these rovers out to these different planets, I mean, I don't think there's life out there now, but boy, I'll tell you, I begin to think there used to be. Now they're saying there's ice and water in the south pole of the moon. Yeah, archaeological digs are really fascinating. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I didn't see that. I don't watch those videos. Whoever that J8, I hope they get cancer because they deserve it. I hope they die a painful death for like 20 years. What a motherfucker. There's a perfect example of the world being a better place without that asshole. Goes around fucking making videos of drug addicts and showing their thumbs and shit. What a fucking shitbag. I mean, just a shit person, man. I'm not kidding you. What a fucking loser. And you got to be a fucked up person to do that, I think. I bet that motherfucker'd never come on here and discuss anything with him. Another fucking pussy. You ever notice all these people talk this shit about me? They don't have enough fucking guts to come up here and talk to me face to face. None of them. Kelly, Nitty, it's always in a video, that old fat fucking whore in the UK that said I was murdering prostitutes. Yeah, bullshit. Guys have no fucking balls. You know, I'll come up here and be glad to talk to anybody about anything. Anybody want to talk to me about murdering prostitutes or any of that shit? Come on up here, you fucking pussy. Yeah, I don't have enough fucking guts. None of them do. None of these fucking channels that talk shit about me. These channels that talk about me are fucking nothing channels anyway. They ought to pray for the day they can just come up and hold my balls in their hand. Yeah, they're never going to do it. They put my name in their titles. It's because nobody follows them. Nobody watches them. They're just boring, troublemaking losers that I hope get cancer. Yeah, fucking do, man. Hope they incurable cancer, and it hurts. I mean, because I'm not religious, I just believe that there's a lot of people that the world would be better off without them. Good fucking riddance. Fucking stupid American culture glorifies these fucking scumbags. Bonnie and Clyde, fucking Al Capone, stealing jewels. What the fuck is wrong with these people, man? They wonder why kids are fucked up. They're taking you a fucking field trip to see Al Capone. What the fuck? Yeah. That's right. Motherfuckers. Yeah, you come on up here. You talk to me like that to my face. Yeah, you do need to be religious. No, they're not fucking true at all. The whole story stinks. I mean, do you actually believe on walking in water and virgin birth? Are you out of your fucking mind? A virgin birth? Come on. Speaking in tongues. Give me a fucking break. Are you crazy? I mean, they're just the craziest stories. If they found you wandering in the street and you were quoting the Bible and nobody knew about it, they'd put you in a fucking mental institution. You know, you take like Mother Teresa or someone that lived that, you know, could, you know. Hey, I want you guys to click on this. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I say. It's the culture. It's going away, though. Christianity. Actually, it's a little bit, it's on the increase for the first time in a long time, but they're shutting churches down left and right everywhere. Because it's the way you were raised, like you, fucking Dago. You know, you've been getting brainwashed since a child. They didn't stand a chance. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that sucks. No, I mean, just because people believe in it doesn't make it true. I'm a total believer in science. If you were sick and you needed help, I wish you get a good doctor. I mean, this is what I'll give religion. Salvation. I would believe in salvation. You know, you do the right thing, you're a good person, and you go to heaven. But amongst the living, religion and prayer, what a waste of fucking time. I mean, you're out of your fucking mind if you pray and you believe that does anything. It's right up there with tarot cards, Ouija boards, and fucking con artists. No, not at all. No, yeah, I did. I was brought into this world Catholic. Yeah, and I was suspicious of it back then. Luckily, the priest didn't try and blow me. Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly, Catholics have done a lot of good for the world. Women's rights is an example. They've done a lot for the poor. They're not all bad. It's just like liberals. You know, I hate liberals now. But back in the day, in the 70s, liberals weren't bad. They were for unions, a livable wage. They were for free speech. They were really into Mother Nature, and just they've lost their fucking way. They've turned into lunatics. They want to change their sex, and they want to fucking nobody work, and fuck you, free college. Yeah, they have nothing left to offer liberals. They're just fucking lost. They used to be okay, though. I mean, I didn't vote that way, but they were cool. I mean, I didn't mind Jimmy Carter. He was a terrible president, but he was a good guy. But nowadays, these fucking liberals are out of their fucking minds. All high on dope all the time. Don't want to work. Stimulus money like Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Oh, my God. You got to have a goddamn mental issue to vote for them. But I thank them in a way, because without them and their crazy fucking ways, and they all resort to violence when they don't get their way. If you look at criminal records on people in general, the liberals outweigh the conservatives left and fucking right. They could give a fuck about law and order. They're fucking just tyrants. They burn things down. They riot when they don't get their way. I mean, Trump's a nut. It's true. He's fucking lunatic. I agree, and he's embarrassing. And I blame the fucking Democrats for me voting for the motherfucker, because I am not proud of the son of a bitch, but it was better than the other choices. Absolutely right. Yeah, everything free. It doesn't work that way. It's the same with these Mexicans. I know they come over here. Nobody really, if you had a crystal ball, nobody really has a problem with Mexicans coming over here, doing a good job, not raping, murdering, stealing. But the problem is crime, which isn't in the big picture that big of a deal. It's how they're ripping off fucking Medicaid. They're using it as their primary care physician. That's what pisses me off. And they're sending all their money back to fucking Mexico at Walmart. Go to a Walmart on Friday night. Yeah, I mean, other than that. And you know what? Look at the Indians and the Jamaicans and the people on cruise ships. They all got visas and did it legally. Why in the fuck can't these people? A lot of them are fucking criminals. I mean, you just get one bullshit story after another. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for hard work and them I'm sympathetic to them, but it's not that big of a deal. I say, well, it takes a long time. Well, it takes a long time if you're from Mexico, because it hasn't exactly been great odds with the people that were getting over here. Yeah, a bunch of fucking criminals. We got enough fucking criminals. We'd like to get rid of the ones that were born here, but we can't because they're born here. Hey, how do you like what Trump's done to Washington, D.C.? Did you see his grocery list of what they've found and done since he's been there? Yeah, another liberal fucking place that needed a goddamn correction. Look, I'm not saying it's got nothing to do with race. I say this all the time. It's the culture. I tell people it's a bunch of crime, a bunch of crooks, and most of them appear to be black. It's not because they're black. It's because of the culture they're from in those areas. Being black doesn't make you a criminal. Hey, speaking of this, I want to ask you about this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's fucked up too, but, accidents happen, and he shouldn't have been here. That's true. And if he wouldn't have been, that accident wouldn't have happened. Hey, what do you guys think of this? What's your opinion on this? I don't care about this gay shit. I say good for him. I wish him all a big dick. But how about this? I saw this on the internet this morning, and it said, do you think that a gay teacher should be able to have a photograph of him and his gay wife or lover or relationship on their desk while they teach school? Now, that's quite thought-provoking. You got lesbians and you got gay guys, and they're obviously that way. Should they be able to have like family pictures with the same sex on their desk in front of children? I say, I'm not going to tell you how I voted till you say how you did. What do you guys think of that? I mean, you're not going to get on explaining this shit. And I've said a million times, if I had my druthers and if Stephen was going to have a baby and I was going to have a baby in our relationship and one was going to be gay, I wish it would be Stephen's. Yeah, I would still like a son that liked pussy, tit bars, strip clubs, porn, massage parlors, peep shows, and escort services that would throw the winning touchdown and win the game. I just would rather. I'm not, put me in fucking jail. Now, Stephen says no. Oh, Stephen says no. Yeah, illegal's the bad word to use. It's undocumented. Yeah. Yeah, California. What do you expect? What a fucking shithole. New York, too. Yeah, I don't really. That gay shit doesn't bother me. And like I've said a million times, there's a biological basis for homosexuality. I think there is. You know, I just found this out like maybe 5 years ago. This gay voice they use, it's just how it is. They're not practicing it. And like how they walk. Yeah. Hey, Steven, you want to know where you can see some great fucking porn? Reddit. Reddit's got fucking great porn. These little mini videos. I don't think they call them GIFs or MIFs or some shit like that. Just fucking loaded. Type in your favorite shit in Reddit and always type in GOAT, greatest of all time. Yeah, no, it's exact. Now, yeah, it's true. Oh, fuck yeah, that must be a fucking nightmare. No, yeah, fucking. I'll tell you another thing, too. It's hard to get a job now. It's hard to get a job. You wouldn't believe the fucking bullshit you got to fill out in these resumes in like 4 and 5 interviews. Fuck you. I'm so glad I don't need to get a job. You got to fill out so much fucking horseshit. And this fucking AI is going to find all your skeletons in your closet. I mean, they're not going to fucking hire anybody. Man, I'm so glad I got born that last good generation. No, can't even talk. No, you can't. I mean, I don't think there's any, work environment. I mean, do you think I'd be able to talk any of this shit in a job? Do you think I'd have any customers if I owned a company and I talked this shit? Fuck no, man. No way. I mean, it's already, they've already whittling away my YouTube thing, but I don't really care. I don't really care about it. I was thinking that this morning, I just never really I was just happy to upload videos where people could see them if they wanted to. And I really use it kind of as my own time capsule. And I never, ever was like worried about like subscribers or any of that fucking shit. Man, am I glad that I wasn't. Because I've realized accidentally that it's all a bunch of bullshit. And it's all fucking manipulated, created. It has nothing to do with good content or great editing. It's all fucking this fucking runaway fucking train of algorithms. Oh, Rob. Speaking of homosexuals, there he is.
What's up, fag?
What's going on, bitch? Where are you at today?
I'm home.
Oh, yeah, why?
Logistics got fucked up in Canada, so now I have to go to Canada at the end of all this rather than at the beginning of all this.
What'd they do, run your background?
Yep. Busted me.
So logistics, you mean the pool tables didn't make it there?
You're right.
Really?
Yep.
Does that have anything to do with the Trump thing?
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, right. That's where everything is now. You can't really pin it down,
Yeah, so it's a weird situation because some of the tables are coming from Indonesia. Some of the tables are coming from China. Some of the tables are coming from Spain.
Fuck! So, no wonder you had to cancel it.
So, yeah, it actually will show up in Canada next week, and that's when I have to be in Vietnam. So it was supposed to go Canada, Vietnam.
Now was an event canceled?
No. Well, in a way, yes. They had a great. So it's a pool room opening in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, it's a great place, by the way.
And they are basically just going to push back the grand opening.
Oh, okay, good. So Vietnam is when?
Next week. Well, I gotta head there early. Obviously, we need to be there early for setup, and so we'll be there probably 2 weeks or a week and 3 days early.
Yeah, you need to set aside $1,000 for blowjobs.
Oh, yeah, I'm saving up right now. I'm cashing in on my pop cans.
That is absolutely paradise for shit like that.
You know.
You might not come back. Why don't you see if you can set us up a fucking pool thing there, and I'll move there with you. We'll just fuck young girls and play pool.
Yeah. It's big pool tournament.
Yeah.
Pool
Now we're
pool
not going to have any tournaments either.
pool billiards is
We're
booming,
going to be too tired.
and I mean fucking booming in Asia. I mean fucking booming.
Oh, I know. You know, Beijing's like that too. Man, if we tend to think of like New York City, it's like, oh yeah, well, look at Beijing on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
My God, man, it just makes fucking New York look like a fucking hillbilly heaven.
So I have to go through Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
So I'll be in Tokyo for a day.
Save 500 for massage.
Yeah. You know it, buddy.
You know,
I'm
and
a,
these, as you probably know this, particularly in China and Vietnam, these women are subservient, like it used to be here in the 50s and 60s.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you can tell them what to do, when to do it. Over here, you get fucking arrested and divorced. I mean, the man is still the man over there.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man.
They
You
love
don't see any
Americans.
guys right.
Some of them do, some don't.
Yeah, but just to be a straight male, that's the place to live. Instead, all this women lives fucking horse shit.
Fucking
I
A.
know. No, it's like they're just bombarded with this bullshit all day long
Yeah.
about what a man should be. You know, you're not seeing any guys over there wearing these pink shirts for breast cancer.
Oh. I
I mean, breast cancer is terrible. I get it.
oh, any type of cancer
Yeah,
is
you know,
horrible, man.
men get breast cancer.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking blood cancer. Fucking
Oh, leukemia. Yeah, I know.
that's crazy
I know
that
it.
blood can get cancer.
I know leukemia. Although, if you look at the cure rates and keeping it in check, well, not really cure, keeping it in check of childhood leukemia,
Yeah.
it is way down compared to like it used to be. They have really done a fantastic job with that.
That's great. My aunt, dude, crazy story. I had an aunt. Oh yeah, she lives down south. She lives in New Orleans, and she had this little lingering cough, and her husband's like, "Just go to
Oh
the
yeah,
doctor. Go to the
yep,
doctor and get it
yeah,
checked out." She went to the doctor just for this little cough. You know, the doctor says, "I ain't seen you for a while. Let's do some checkups, run some blood,
yeah,
and run,
yeah.
just run do a regular run up thing on you." And
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Ma'am, you've got leukemia. You've got cancer." Just because wow, I'm glad she found it when it was early stages, but man, leukemia is no fucking joke, dude. The
No, but they can really
radiation she's
check
had
it.
to go through and chemotherapy,
We're
man.
talking about, yeah, I know, mommies. I wasn't knocking it. I'm just saying that it's a different culture over there. I got pink shirts. I'm just was talking about how, the difference between men and women in Asian countries. Yeah. No, I don't. I wear pink. Rob, you probably wear pink, don't you? I bet you got a pair of pink underwear on right now.
Man, I was just gonna fucking try to avoid the.
Would you wear a pink shirt, Rob?
Yeah, I've got pink. We have pink. We actually donated $50,000 to breast cancer,
Oh, that's good.
the company, and we had all these pink shirts, and we had this big run. But we
Good.
do have pink shirts, pink hats. We actually make a pink break cue. So
Cool.
when you get a minute, whatever, just look up Predator cues and look up like the BK Rush or the P3 or
Oh,
the
okay.
the
Yeah.
Nightclaw.
Yeah.
Okay, where they're sold out everywhere. There's people raving for these things like a 2027
No, yeah.
Corvette. You
Yeah.
know, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're making them in limited colors. So let's say your neon green Corvette. Of course people are gonna
Yeah.
fucking want anyway. So now they're doing limited edition. So they also did a neon pink cue for the breast
Why don't you
cancer.
guys do a rainbow gay queue?
I don't think that'll happen. Well, actually, there is a rainbow-looking cube, but it's not like a gay thing. It's for, I think it's more for women. It's kind of well, men do it too. You believe it or not, it's popular. Well, it's called a butterfly design. So when the wood is cut, they put
Yeah.
veneers inlaid, and it's
Mhm.
cut to where it looks like a butterfly wing, so to speak. And so that's what they call these butterfly inlays and cues. So
That's
we did
good.
just make one that had some kind of queerish looking colors, but I think
Yeah.
it's more for the women. It's not a
Yeah.
stone cold rainbow, but you know what I mean. It just has those kind of colors to it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I say, fuck, make colors for all these people. Gay, all that shit.
Yeah,
No,
I think.
it's just like, yeah, I think even the NFL is wearing pink shit for some games. I bet they just had to like threaten those black guys to wear that shit, like pink shoes and
I mean, the
shit.
company I work for donated a lot of money for breast cancer, any type of children's cancer, children's hospitals. I mean,
Yeah,
that guy's a good guy, and he started from nothing. You know, the guy started as an intern in the business and sweeping the floors, and now he's the CEO. So
well,
smart
cool.
guy, smart guy.
Athens, where I go, that's all pink
Yeah,
rainbow crosswalks.
really.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm a little like, on like gay parades. I mean, that'd be like, us and all our buddies having a parade because we bang women. I mean, why? Why do you have a parade over your sexuality? I mean, I think that ship sailed. I mean, who's fucking bashing gays
Yeah,
now?
I don't. I mean,
You know what I mean?
whatever.
Hey, speaking of dick in your ass, I knew quite a few gay guys, and I only know one that was ever butt fucked. Yeah, everybody thinks that gays like doing that shit just like straight men are with vaginas. I don't think they are.
Really, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Good answer. Be careful over there. And no, you're not going to Thailand, are you?
No.
Yeah.
So,
Are you disappointed?
am I
You remember
disappointed?
the song One Night in Bangkok"?
Of course.
Excellent song. Excellent song. That was so far ahead of its time. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, that shit gets. I'll tell you, I bet once a week I run into someone I'm trying to figure out if they used to be a fucking guy.
Yeah, dude. It's
I'm
true.
not fucking shitting you, man, especially
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Athens.
Sure.
Oh, Thailand, yeah,
Well,
a lot of that trans shit.
yeah. So I'll start basically, fly out my local, then fly to Chicago,
Yeah,
and from Chicago to Tokyo,
bang
and
bang.
then from Tokyo to Ho Chi Minh,
Oh
and,
fuck, you better take some fucking rubbers.
then Ho Chi Minh to Jakarta,
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
and then
You better take some more rubbers.
from Jakarta to Bali.
Holy shit. Take some Viagra too. You don't want those coming off. I mean, you're no
Yeah.
young chicken.
No shit. Put that.
Yeah.
I
Plus, you
just use
start
my.
drinking.
I
You
just use my
start
thumb.
drinking. If you start drinking, that's why college kids take Viagra so they can get drunk, still get a hard on. Seriously, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
That's what you call a good idea.
that's a fucking old fucking whiskey dick. Fucking don't even know you have one.
In
You
your
sold
whole
it.
life, were you ever able to not come through in the heat of the moment because of alcohol?
Oh man, I can. I think so.
Yeah, me too. I can
Yeah,
think of
yeah.
twice.
Hey, I remember fucking stone cold fucking falling asleep, Jack.
Yeah. I
Straight
mean,
up,
you're just, yeah, I mean,
fucking
yeah, I pull
straight
that
up.
motherfucker every which way like taffy to
At
no
my,
avail.
yeah. I wake up and then the next morning she says, you fell asleep."
You know where I notice that sometimes when you take these fucking antihistamines for like allergies?
Oh fuck,
I took I
Benadryl is
took
fucking
no, I
good
took a
money.
Claritin D today. I took a Claritin D today,
Yeah,
and I bet you now I couldn't get a fucking hard on for $1,000,000.
fuck Claritin fucking knocked her down,
But I'm also not sneezing.
huh? There you go.
I'm not fucking shitting you. And
Uh,
that's supposed to raise your blood pressure. I don't fucking get it. But you can take a Zyrtec without pseudoephedrine in it, and
yeah.
you and that'll do the same fucking shit. I mean, if I start dating, I got to plan ahead. It's sneezing.
I mean, shit. I'm gonna go take one
Yeah,
of these fucking allergy mess little tablets I got and
gotta
fucking
be careful.
see if I can
Be
peek
careful.
in neighbor's window and see if I can still get it stiff.
No, a lot of those you can't.
Man,
Parasympathetic nervous system. I mean,
son
it
of a
works.
bitch.
And not you can like give this. You can give it to 5 people and it doesn't affect them, and another 5 that it does. I mean, I know a lot of people that
I'm curious now.
drink coffee before they go to bed.
Oh, I know some guys like that.
Yeah, there's no fucking way I could do that.
Yeah, I know.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Me,
You,
I could just slam a Mountain Dew and go pass out, but I don't drink much Mountain Dew anymore. But
yeah, Mountain Dew's the worst. Make you fat
oh
too.
gosh, Lee, I drank one the other day. That shit's so fucking tart and ugh.
No, we drank the shit out of Mountain Dew as a kid, and we'd go to the donut shop and get Mountain Dews and donuts, and they wondered why we couldn't sit still in school.
No shit.
Yeah, really, man. You know that now, but
Yeah.
nobody thought about it then.
Uh-huh.
Plus, it'll make you fatter than hell, Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah, yeah. My buddy and I were just talking about the other day. He says, he says they do that shit and he's a conspiracy fucking nut. And
Yeah.
he says that sugar cane. He says you go to the store now and they take the cane part off of it. It's like cocaine. That sugar is worse than cocaine. It gets you addicted. You can't stop. They have you all fucked up,
Yeah,
ugly,
but I
teeth
mean,
rotting out.
sugar. I mean, even cane sugar, it's still all it is cleaned up. It's natural.
Yeah, yeah, but oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it ain't good for you.
No,
Ain't good for
no.
you at
I
all.
mean, that this is the society we live in now. Now, they, like I get those caramel apples, and I go up to Athens.
Yeah.
They're really good. They use those Granny
Oh,
Smith apples,
oh, fuck.
top-notch
Oh, they're
chocolate.
delicious.
Yeah, but in this day and age with these health nuts, they think you're going to die 5 years prematurely for having a fucking dessert.
Nah, fuck. Come on.
All this grain and fiber and all this fucking shit. I mean, I only get one. I'll tell you, those fucking things do have a lot of calories in them. Though 600. I don't give
Really?
a fuck. Yeah, I had sushi before that, so it's
Well,
not like
it's probably the caramel. The apple
yeah,
is
it is.
fucking.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's the caramel. Of course it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I'm still getting them though.
I was telling my buddy also. I had no idea until you had told me about honey. I said, yeah, fucking honey will fucking rot your teeth. There's an
Yeah,
enzyme.
yeah. That's right.
He started looking it up, and he's
Yeah,
like, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
He puts honey in his coffee, and he puts honey.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, and the kind of pollen that you're getting in honey isn't the kind that's making you allergic. I hear more bullshit. Like I'm going to a beekeeping convention, the 12th and the 13th,
Yeah,
but those are hardcore bee people. But man, I'll walk right the fuck out of a thing where they're talking about all this great shit about honey. It's the way they spin milk, and as it turns out, milk's loaded with cholesterol. It's high in sugar, and drinking a glass of milk, like they told you in fucking when you were in 6th grade, isn't that great of an idea after all. So, honey's cool. I
needless.
like it. I like even the subtleties of the pollen that's in the. It's so fucking subtle. I mean, people just buy into this bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. I was just
Mhm.
gonna say, they used to say eggs, were high in
Yeah,
cholesterol and
yeah,
bad for your
yeah,
heart, and
yeah,
now they're saying,
yeah.
oh, it's fucking. I mean, what the fuck? Roll the dice and
And you look at meat too. I mean, it's to get a source of protein. There's certain shit that it's pretty established. Like, every year the AMA drops the recommended amount of red meat you should eat. I mean, it's pretty clear that a lot of red meat is linked to colon cancer. Do you get colonoscopies?
no, I need to. The doctor told me it should do it.
Yeah, you should do it. What are you afraid?
In a way, I mean,
No, don't be. No, they use that what's called twilight sedation. To me, that's exactly what I expect death to be like.
what?
You don't feel anything. No, you'll be sitting there. And you're all nervous.
You don't feel
I've had
anything.
enough of them. I don't care. But you'll go in there. You're getting a colonoscopy, and then they say they turn that fucking shit on, and they tell you to count to 10. You're lucky to get to 2, and then all of a sudden, like you have no sense of time. All of a sudden, you're waking up. You're groggy. It's like an hour later on the clock. No pain, no nothing, and you know that you don't have colon cancer. Do it. Get it.
Yeah.
Do you get insurance through that place you work?
Yeah.
Is it worth a fuck?
Uh,
Yeah, right. All good insurance now is a 20% copay.
yeah.
But if you search around a lot, there's places that know this and they want your business. So they'll give you a better deal than what your copay would. But definitely get a colonoscopy. It's totally preventable. Colon cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, teenage colon cancer is way up. Lack of fiber. Yeah, lack of fiber. Teenage colon cancer is way up. Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's a lot of shit. Sugar levels, kids, not. I mean, you look at, man, it's like, God, man, everybody on a computer eating all this fucking bullshit. Fuck, who knows what's what? I mean, I think I eat okay, healthy. I eat fiber and all that shit. And I do watch fried foods and red meat a little bit. But if I want it, I'm going to get it. But I'm not going to eat it every day. Like, when I go to that place with the good pizza, I eat a whole fucking pizza. Probably fucking 3,300 calories. But I don't do it that much. What gets
Yeah.
a lot of women I know, not men so much, but women, what gets them fat is ice cream. Yeah, they think they work hard,
Yeah.
and they love just sitting watching TV, eating a pint of Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, that will make you fat over time. It's the glycemic index, really. It's your insulin levels. It's not the amount of food. High sugar, cream. That's why it tastes so fucking good. You can always tell when you're eating something healthy because it tastes like shit.
That's my buddy and I were talking about. Hey,
Yeah.
If it tastes good, it's probably not good for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, fiber and all that shit. Yeah, either you can eat healthy or you can eat. It's two different kinds of theories. Like, you're going to eat to live long and quality of life. You're going to eat to feel full and how it tastes. The difference between a health food restaurant and a Cracker Barrel. Go sit out in the parking lot and watch who comes in and out of there.
Yeah.
You'll see now with Publix and Kroger's, they have little delis and you can get healthy shit and eat in like place where they got like 10 tables. Look at those people compared to who's waddling out of a fucking Cracker Barrel. Those motherfuckers don't get 4,000 calories in a Sunday breakfast. They feel ripped off. Big fat motherfuckers. The kind that you see in the Walmart in a wheelchair because they're so fucking fat from eating what you see in their cart that they can't walk anymore. And that's obesity too in the black population. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
150 pounds overweight with the worst shit in the world in the cart, putting it on an EBT card.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
if a black politician came up and said that there was a conspiracy to kill older black people, I'd kind of have to fucking agree with you. You give them a card where it's free and you just let them kill themselves. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let them shop and don't charge them, because if you charged them, they'd run out of money. But if you give it to them on an EBT, I see it all the fucking time. They're in those scooters and shit. They can't even, I get shit for them all the time, like on the top shelf. They can't even get out of their little motorized cart.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking killing themselves. And once you get older, and you're 30 and you meet the sex partner of your fucking dreams, you will lose 20 pounds in 3 days. You're not doing that shit. You're not doing that shit at 50 and 60.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's hard. Hard to do it. Yeah. So you're leaving when then?
The 7th.
So how do you keep them from shipping you down to Jacksonville and painting the interior of the new offices or some shit? rather than just sitting on your ass in the Quad Cities for a week. You know how these fucking companies are. They don't, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean, well, we do have a new production set up for production of assembling tables. I have to go down there and help set up the production of that when I have time. But
Mm-hmm.
technically, to be technical, I mean,
Yeah.
the shit I'm doing right now isn't even in my job description. Like my job description is sales and service. When I signed up, well, I got hired.
Yeah.
It's a contract basically saying here, this is
Yeah.
your job, and but it says assist the guy that
Yeah.
I'm working with.
Yeah.
So I mean, when it says assist, fuck assist. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Right.
guess I should have read it a little further. I mean, it's just I had to fucking
No, no, you like
hold this
no,
guy's nuts all the time, or what?
no. For a guy like you, it seems like a pretty good job.
Yeah, yeah, it's all right.
But you know, but
Travel a lot.
are you gonna just get to stay home until you leave for the next trip?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Until
I can tell that's not a Jew-owned outfit.
every time, fuck. I was just looking at my expired boarding passes. I had 78 boarding passes expired.
Wow. Hey, now are you able to keep your points for all this shit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, companies are funny about that too.
No, I can keep all that shit.
Are you
And I was
racking up
just,
quite a few?
oh yeah,
Good for you. You know, a lot of that shit though, there's strings attached. It's like you don't have any money, you're broke, you're going through tough times, and some do-gooder offers to take you out for a nice dinner, and then they
yeah,
tell you to get the tip.
yeah, yeah,
You're kind of right back in the shit bucket again. You know.
yeah, yeah.
So, so you're home for a week. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Oh man, I got all kinds of shit I need to get done around here, and I just don't have enough time to get it all done. So I'm just gonna have
Yeah.
to go to the
Do
back
you
burner for
notice
them.
as you get older, you're just like not getting as much done?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's human growth hormone.
yeah.
That's what it is. I'm the same fucking way.
I'm just so busy. I don't want to start a project and like not be able to finish it, so I just don't even start it.
Now you say sales. Do you actually ever get a chance to like experience or not whether or not you can? Do you actually sell or you're an order taker? There's a big difference between.
No, oh no, I'm doing sales.
Do you know how to close?
Yeah.
Do you know how to get rid of a motherfucker that's just chit chatting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good, good. And then where did you get these skills?
Oh well, I had worked in a pool room. We had a uh, like a showroom with tables in it at one
Oh,
time and stuff like that. So we dealt with customers and
okay. But there's a real that's what separates the salesman of the month and the guy they're always thinking of getting rid of, closing. You just feel it out where the conversation's going. Are they really you can recognize if this motherfucker's in the market to really buy some shit or he's just tire kicking.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And when they're
Oh yeah.
tire kicking, just say, I got to get this and get out away from them because it'll waste
Yep.
your fucking time.
Yep.
You got to close these motherfuckers. And then you know this too. Like if you get preferred leads, like cold calling's the worst. I had to do that my whole life with those fucking detective agencies. It's the worst. But when you get like a referral from some motherfucker that filled out his own shit saying that he's interested in the tables you sell, that's a big advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Fuck
get a lot
yeah.
of. I do get. Well, I mean, obviously, we get a lot of people online who get hold of customer service,
Yeah.
and that those leads will come to me.
Yeah, no, fucking sale leads. When they filled out that shit, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have a huge backlog. Before I started working with the company, there
Yeah.
wasn't like anybody who had really knowledgeable about pool tables.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can go back in our computer system and go back a year,
Wow.
over
Well,
a
that's kind of
year.
in general. In general, at least in this area, it's like bowling alleys. Pool's like fucking dead. I don't even know where there is a fucking pool table anywhere near here. You know?
I'm trying to think.
Hey, Lucid, you could do it, Lucid. You could do it if you need to be taught it. Some people have a knack for natural ability. But Rob's been fucking cute chicks for over 25 years now, and he's just transferred that into pool tables. He's got a stable relationship now. Do you deal with many women, Rob?
What are you referring to? I don't mean.
You know, like sell to them.
Yeah.
Now, since you've been doing that job, have any of them wanted some of that big Mexican cock?
No.
Not at all.
Not that I. No, well, no, not that.
But you don't come across as a guy, you old slickster. You don't come across as a guy that's, just a huge pussy chaser. You just seem like a nice guy that's like there to see what kind of pool table you want.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's the most effective of them all. Effective of it all. Now, if they ever get around to asking you in a relationship, do you lie your fucking ass off?
No.
Or do you say I am?
Yeah, I mean, whom asked me if I was married or had a girlfriend?
And you say yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you hate sales? Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, if it doesn't. Yeah, well, that's true too, because that's why, like when you get what do they call that? Like when you got a sale and they filled out the shit themselves. Your mom's cooking them lunch, Rotten. Your mother's cooking them all lunch. Rotten want to know where all the horrors are.
Where all the horrors are.
Yeah, his mom's cooking them all lunch.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's how it is. You just you want credibility more than a can of worms that's going to get you in trouble. Does your company have a policy on that?
Oh, what are you, on which?
Putting the old wood to people you're dealing with?
Not really. I mean, professionalism, of course.
Yeah, no. So you call that professionalism?
Well, like, be professional. Don't go out there and have.
Yeah, no, that's good. You're surprising me.
Yeah,
it's good.
I mean, if they're customers and.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Go out and get them, knock them up or something.
Right. Yeah. You got that right. Yeah. No, it's true. No, it's professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is where all this professional horse shit that works like 99% of the time. So say you're working, it's a bunch of like plain Janes. You can take them or leave them. The one that tests this policy is when it's like the girl of your dreams. You see her silhouette, it's perfect. She bends over, it's perfect.
Oh boy.
You love her voice, she's witty, doesn't have a lot of baggage. That's where that policy, if it's just a bunch of fucking plain Janes with saggy tits and mustaches, yeah, it's easy to be professional. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, Tom, you're right.
Yeah. Rotten, why don't you come up here, you fucking pussy? Hey, click on that faggot's channel and see if they're a real channel or just, fucking starting shit to fuck with me. Come on up here, Rotten, you pussy. Only women I was fucking back then when I was doing interviews was your mother.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I get this all the time.
Oh, fuck, Tom.
Hey, click on that fucking thing if that channel's like just started. They never have enough fucking nuts to come on here with their real ID. Fucking pussies.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I can't do it.
Yeah, Matt says lesser risk of acquiring a woman. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Peaches. It's the fucking truth. I mean, let's say you're out in the dating world again, Rob. Do you think your knowledge would lead to like happier outcomes?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Oh,
Yeah.
7-year-old channel, unbelievable. Well, at least they got enough fucking balls to fucking come on. Come on up here, Rotten. Come on up here. What kind of videos do they have on there? Do they have any videos? They have no content. It's just a scammer channel. No, it's true. Now, you think you'd ever tie the knot again, Rob?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. That's not the one then. Because when you really get your mind fucked like that in a new romance, you want to do this shit, man, because you don't want to
Oh,
lose.
fuck. What a trap.
Yeah, totally is. But you're fucked either way. Either you're not both feet in and you say you never want to get married, or they got you by the fucking nuts mentally, and you're about ready to do something stupid. And all your buddies that have more sense than you do are trying to talk you out of it. So it's one or the other. Muddle along and like 50-50, or get your nuts chopped off at a 90-10, and you do it anyway and hoping for a better outcome. That's how it is. There's no perfect balance. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see, younger, couple, younger dude, has got this chick pregnant, has got 2 or 3 kids with her, and, works his 9 to 5 with his bow tie and his fucking comb over, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy that wants to get married and, so quote unquote settle down,
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, that's just, the ideal generic American,
Yeah. Now this Rotten, I've been asked this before. He's asked me if any of these people I was interviewing. No, I didn't, man. I mean, not that I have a problem with like escorts or any of that kind of shit, but I think you can understand, Rotten, even with a super low IQ, that I wasn't too interested in catching a bunch of things. So it wasn't because of their personality or their predicament. It was mainly, I don't think anybody in their right mind that wasn't under the influence of something would sign up for that. So I hate to disappoint you. Yeah. Yeah. No, people want to know. I thought that sometimes like I would run into people that I interviewed that I thought, were probably really cute at one time. But, in that life at that time, to be honest with you, no, those women never, none of them were ever attracted to me. No, I just, for some reason, didn't want hepatitis C and herpes. Does that surprise you?
Fuck. AIDS and everything
Oh,
else.
yeah. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, plenty of them. I can think of 2, Allie and Angel. They died of HIV.
Oh, man.
And the weird thing, well, it's not really weird because those people, and I know the amount was around $6,200 at one time, can be on those protea inhibitors, which wards off it turning into full-blown AIDS. But it's a real regimen. It's a bunch of pills. It's constant doctor's appointments, blood analysis. And both of them, I would say that both of them, if they would have went along with that, probably would still be alive. But like I say, the same people that roll the dice on whether or not they're getting fentanyl don't take their medication when they know it's going to prolong their life. So that's why I've always said, and Maddie included, I think it's all like you're slowly killing yourself instead of all at once, and they're fine with that. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, I never really did. But, when people don't like you, they're going to, and I tell people all the time, what if I was fucking them? They're prostitutes. I mean, hello. I mean, just because you interview them, you can't, what's the big deal to begin with? But if they don't like you, they're always looking for an angle of why you're interviewing them. It's just stupid. Yeah, I just, no, I was not. Was not. And I'll tell you another thing that's surprising too is when I first had my first few interviews, I thought I'd do more of it. I would get there really early in the morning, and I would see the guys that would be, getting blowjobs from these girls because I'd just be parked for like 3 hours, just kind of observing. And I'll tell you, man, 7 out of 10 of the guys that were getting those $10 blowjobs were dressed up. They were businessmen getting blown before they went to work.
Wow.
Yeah. But it wasn't all. And then the ones that are out in the night, if you talk to like established girls like that, they, the night is where the real creepers come out. You know,
I
into
bet.
weird ass fetishes. They like choking you and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Snakes crawl at
And
night.
that's when the $10 blowjob goes up to $50 when you're getting into that weird shit, like slapping and stuff like that. Yeah, they used to tell me about it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, in the girls would tell me that guys would pay extra not to wear rubber. You believe that? Crazy.
Fuck, I believe it.
Yeah, pay extra not to wear rubber.
Fuck, I pay extra just to wear two.
No, I know it. And if you're gonna wear,
What the fuck?
yeah, if you're gonna wear two, you might as well take up painting or something instead. Yeah, but you're half Mexican. You shouldn't be wearing a rubber at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Catholic. Yeah, Catholics don't believe in birth control. What's the other half?
What's that?
You're half Mexican. What's the other half?
American, German.
Oh, okay, German. All right. Oh, you've been disgusted by them? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's that life down there. You know what I mean? But there's no shortage of business. The funny thing, I mean, it's not funny, but I can remember like in '75, we go down there and get blowjobs in Cass Quarter, and they were $20 back in '75.
Golly.
They're $10 now in 2025.
Who is the comedian that says the best thing about crack cocaine? And everyone's like, "What?"
Cat Williams. Cat
he
Williams.
said $10 blowjob. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat Williams.
Oh god.
There was a guy that was going around on Pornhub or one of those deals, and that's all he did was go around filming getting head from streetwalkers in Detroit. And he finally took down his channel because somebody was saying they were thinking of nailing him. You know, they were looking for examples on sex trafficking.
Oh no.
You know, that's the big thing now. Back in the old day, like Craigslist, all that kind of stuff. Well, lo and behold, that's what they hung their hat on with Diddy. All this serious shit that would have got him fucking eternity, they get him on sex trafficking and knowingly transporting prostitutes over state lines, which sounds like a punchline and a joke. And I'm not sure what the minimum sentencing guidelines. I mean, this whole bill of bullshit was set up for the protection of kids, which is fucking nonsense. It was right-wing ways of getting rid of the sex industry. But those federal laws are fucking stiff. So even though Diddy beat the biggest charges, you look at federal sentencing guidelines on sex trafficking, I say the motherfucker's going to go away for at least 7 years. His sentencing is October 3rd. Yeah. So nowadays, that's where they get you, sex trafficking, man. That's a fucking bitch, man. That's right up there with fucking second-degree murder as far as time.
Really?
Fuck yeah, man. Because it was all pitched, you know, a right-wing, anti-porn, fucking transporting young. I mean, for every young girl transported against her will, there was 2 billion guys that got blowjobs by people of age where there was no problem at all. It's just an example of, I'll give you an example. This is an interesting story too. Google this. It's super interesting. Look at the story between the 2 Backpage guys. And those guys had just hung their hat on some case law that the government changed. And they rested their defense on free and available speech. Well, once told Uncle Sam, they did the same thing with the porn guy, Max Hardcore. They actually convicted him and sent him away for 4 years for
Shit.
adult women that signed consent forms for acting underage in porn.
What?
Yeah, look it up, Max Hardcore. He ended up getting sick and getting sepsis and died here about a year ago. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin. But those are two excellent legal cases that you can read up to understand where they're going with this shit. The Backpage guys, interesting story, and Max Hardcore. And both those fuckers, if you ask me, got railroaded.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. That's why I answered it. Yeah. But that can happen. And that's the latest trend nowadays. You know, there's guys they're nailing, you know, escorts have a lot of times they'll have people that drive them, drivers. There's guys that are sitting in prison for 25 years for driving escorts from, let's say you're living in Toledo, Ohio, and you drive up to Monroe, Michigan. That's considered interstate transportation for the purpose of sex. And that's a fucking big major felony. The trans thing, I mean, I say it, if you want to change your sex, have at it. Good for you. Really, here's $500 for the copay. The problem I have with it is when you're trying to create an alternative bathroom and you want me to pay for it, like Kamala Harris did with prisoners that were incarcerated. She wanted to pay for their sex change. And let me tell you, that sex change stuff, I had a neighbor that got it done in Chicago. That, you know, you just don't say, you know, you're not a guy on Thursday and a woman on Friday. This is a long hormonal therapeutic range that's littered with all sorts of complications. This neighbor of mine that got it, that switched from a guy to a girl,
Yeah.
he was always sick. And, you know, you just, I mean, it seems, and I'm not saying this is valid because you'll run into trans that aren't sick, but it would seem that when you're trying to take female hormones and inject them in an adult male body, all bets are off,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, the gay shit, none of that stuff. Done fine with it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. I think they should be able to do it. You know, the gay stuff, it doesn't bother me a bit. No, I don't care. The trans, yeah. And I'll tell you, man, I mean, you can read, there's some pretty bright people out there that did the full-fledged transition that were bright people.
You know,
So I think there's an argument for, you know, in their mind, male trapped in a female body and vice versa. I mean, I don't think it's very strong in a numbers game, but yeah, fuck, who knows?
I don't know where my uncle had got it from, but he had passed away, and I was helping cleaning out his place, and he had this book. I should have grabbed it. I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't know. I don't know where it went, who took it, but it showed how a sex change is done. I should have kept it.
No, I
Sent
know.
it to
Well,
you.
yes, yeah. He said they do this shit to kids. I mean, I don't know where I don't know where it's been done to kids. I do know that there's a lot of controversy in some of these liberal states where they're asking 12-year-olds to consider whether or not they want to be guys or girls.
Fuck.
I mean, I'm not a pediatric expert. It would seem inherently like wrong, but I'd like to see some science behind it. I mean, it's funny you should bring that up because I thought this even since I was young. And I think that a lot of these kids that are getting like molested by their school teachers and shit, like guys, I'm talking about males. I think they're young gays. I guarantee you. And I'm not saying I'm a better man because I don't like dick. But when I was a kid, the guys that I was tight with, we were friends. You would have been making a big mistake to try and get us over to your house and watch porn and put a move on us. We'd have bashed your fucking head in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
we're young gay guys. I mean, that's turning them on just like as a young straight male looking at Playboy books. So, you know, they're over at this older teacher's house, and before you know it, he brings out a fifth of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll never know the numbers on it. I don't think that in percentage wise that there's a lot of young straight males get molested by gay guys that didn't want to be. I don't think it is. I think it's young early gay guys. It's still fucked up. I mean, you got a developing mind, right? Doesn't matter how old the teacher is, it's fucking terrible. That's the whole idea about sex with people and making a big crime. But I just think that the young males in general doing shit with older gay guys underage, that they're gay, but they're still interested in that shit. That's my opinion on it. Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing they bring up in like states. And I do know that's in some places. Like, I'll tell you a really trans liberal place, Toronto. You go on the internet, man, it's like, like down here, this is like the Bible Belt, Southern Baptist. There's a church on every corner. I'm not kidding you. You can go into a town that's, broke. Everything's out of business. And there'll be 4 fucking churches and the parking lot's full and all 4 of them on Sunday. It's a big fucking deal down here.
Yeah. It's like that.
But then you go to a place like Toronto and it's like I don't want to say they promote it, but I mean, it's not like abortion was. Can you imagine getting an abortion down here back in the day? God, these women must have been terrified. Where if you're living in Toronto and you're a young kid, you're seeing this shit all the time. And it's an option that's not looked down upon. It's like kind of like promoted. I think if you're of age and you want to switch sex, good for you. I just don't think it should be a onus on taxpayers. I don't. Nope. But I don't give a fuck it otherwise than that.
I couldn't agree more. Fuck no, taxpayer shouldn't have to pay for
No, yeah. And it's like, it's like I had a good buddy of mine, his kid's gay. He asked me when he was like, kid was like 10 if he thought his son was gay. It's like, fuck yeah, he's gay. He said, well, why didn't you ever mention it? It's like, it's not my business, man. Of course he's fucking gay. And the whole thing started by he found a playgirl under the kid's bed. Well, there you go. That's the fucking cherry on top. And he didn't want Sports Illustrated. He wanted Betty Crocker magazine subscription, shit like that. I mean, he did everything but suck a dick in front of his dad before he was 13. And the dad, denial, right? This happens. I've fucking done it too on certain shit. So the fucking dad asked me, do you think Chip is gay? It's like, fuck yeah, he's gay. And sure enough, and that was the whole thing. Chip's like 53 now. He's a captain for United Airlines. And him and his fiance just got married about 5 years. They're super good guys, man. Matter of fact, they wanted me to come to Thanksgiving with them about 5 years ago and celebrate it with them for being a good guy. Shit. We're eating Thanksgiving dinner. Bill is on his like 7th wife. And we're sitting there eating Thanksgiving dinner. And it was fun. We had a good time. And
that's cool.
I said to them that it seemed like just yesterday that both those guys were meth addicts for about a year, living out in LA. And I said during Thanksgiving dinner, I said, it seems like you guys were just sucking each other's cocks yesterday without teeth. Because my job was to track them down, which I did do, and get them into rehab. And the motherfucker's a captain for an airline now. So it actually worked. Wow. But the wife isn't quite. She said, could you just please like not, be talking that shit during Thanksgiving? Yeah, but it was a happy ending. They're all doing fine, and the dad's getting along with the son. Now, the dad wanted his kid to like not be gay so bad that he said, I said, well, what the fuck bothers you about this so much, you motherfucker? You selfish son of a bitch. You've had 7 wives. It's all you. What is fucking getting you on this shit so bad? And what he said, I called him on it too. He said grandchildren. I said, you don't give a fuck about goddamn grandchildren, you lying motherfucker. You just don't like him being gay. You don't give. I can't see you rocking any grandchildren, you lying son of a bitch. Doesn't have anything. I mean, that's a good answer if you don't know this son of a bitch. This motherfucker wouldn't have given his goddamn grandchildren a time of day. He's all about himself.
Married 7 times. Wow.
I always got along with the guy great. I mean, it's weird. I thought he was like, he's like got every rating, flies everything. He just called me the other day from California, driving around one of those B-17 bombers. But I can see why people don't like him. I mean, there's a couple people that I've gotten along with, other people didn't. You'd think it'd be the opposite. I mean, he's so fucking disliked that he had to throw a retirement party for himself.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't know that, but when I was at the retirement party, you know, the two gay guys, the son and the new guy were there.
Yeah.
And we were getting drunk and fucking around. You know, all I'm talking about is butt fucking and dick sucking and shit. And we're getting fucking smashed. And the fiance of his son said to me, "Hey, Tom," he said, "guess who threw the party?" It's like we're drinking and shit, you know, got hotels there. It's like I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He said, "Are you that fucking stupid?" I said, "I guess so, Max. Fuck, I don't know who threw the party." He said he threw it for himself, you dumbass. And then the light bulb came on. That's where you know you've been drinking. That made sense. No one was going to throw a surprise birthday party for him. He threw it for himself. And his wife set out the invitations. And it was actually a lot of fucking people there.
Wow.
But otherwise it probably, and he's a cheap motherfucker. And he even paid for it all. Cost like 10 grand, which is like a life savings to most people. He's the cheapest motherfucker that ever. And we had a good time.
Wow.
And the FAA was there, a bunch of like big shots with the FAA. Yeah, it was cool. We had a good time.
Did you wake up the next morning and your butt hurt?
Yeah, no. I mean, you know, we knew there was going to be a lot of drinkings and shit like that, and everybody knew, you know, the fucking sun, but nobody really gave a fuck. And we used to have some great times at the airport. Just
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, really, it had planes and just like now, nice summer nights, nice fall nights, just drinking and fucking around, staying up all night, talking about planes and shit. It was great. It's not like that anymore now. A lot of those guys are dead. The place got sold, new owners. They'd probably come out and fucking arrest us for doing some shit like that now because the airport's actually owned by the city in Ann Arbor. I mean, there'd have to be some bullshit with open intoxicants or some shit. You know what I mean? Everything's changed. Yeah, but you know, you're at an airport and it's dark and nobody's there. It's not like a passenger thing. It's a little airport. So we play loud music. Nobody there to complain. We had some great ass fucking times. One night we got drunk and they're lucky we're not quadriplegics and climbed up to the top of the rotating beacon. You know that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know the beacon that shines there. And
rode
it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we were riding it.
What the fuck?
Spinning around. Yeah. That's got to be some kind of federal crime.
You were fucking crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And you know, back then, it's like on top.
I bet you some bitch spin you fucking dizzy.
Yeah, it was cool. Just riding around like it was a fucking carnival ride or something.
That thing would have hamburgered your ass.
No, but it was easy. It wasn't like even like dangerous. Like there's a big fucking platform up there for like greasing it and shit.
Well, still that fucker spinning. You get caught.
Yeah, but it wasn't spinning like if you look at one, it's not that fast. I mean, it was like something you'd set your kid out in front of, like those little horses and shit that go around carousel in a circle.
Really?
It wasn't like it wasn't dangerous or fast or we're gonna get killed. We just sat on that motherfucker and laughed. Get off, and the other guy got but I'm sure now that's some like trespassing on federal property or some shit. Fuck. Yeah, we had some good times. But you know, even now they say if you talk to college kids now, they say that like, you know, I mean, college wasn't that great for me. I mean, I was working, you know, I started late, I dropped out a couple of times, and then I transferred to a 4-year school. And I was always like doing shit. And I probably had like a typical college life. I probably had about 20% of it. I mean, I still did some of that shit, but not like I would have if my parents had sent me. You know, and you'd meet girls in your class. It's like, let's just go fuck off and like go down by the river or something. I remember it was so fun, man. You don't even see anybody like down by the river anymore. You know, it's like the flip side of like computers and phones and shit. You know, it's like sucks. I mean, I talk to like young, like okay looking college kids. There's not like this bars on a Friday and Saturday night like it used to be. It's like, you know, you see a lot of young people now in the prime of their sexual life on dating services because you're just not like meeting them in class and
Yeah, that's
studying.
true.
It's weird. I mean, it sucks, really.
Yeah. Out in the social life, yeah.
I mean, I fucked around. I mean, I knew I'd go to college, but I took the first year off. Then I went to a junior college, and I really liked it. And I got along with my professors, and they kind of, and I didn't want to be a cop, so I had some cops say, "You need to really go to a 4-year school, man. Just fucking do this. Life fucking sucks once you get into it." So I did, and it was just like I fucking thought it would be. It was just like a young guy, and you just said, "Hey, there's this place in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and you just sign up for these classes." I went to a fucking bullshit school where I barely got in and barely got out.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, if I'd have got into a good school, I'd have flunked out for sure. And it was just like I thought it'd be, just fucking women up the ass, studying these bullshit parties. It wasn't like football games and stuff like if you went to a really good, but there was just a fucking ton of young, eligible girls around.
You know it, buddy.
Yeah, and probably I bet some that I fucked around with, I bet 20% of them were in relationships, just like I was. It was fucking great, man. And then the HIV shit came out, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I hope this is not going to fuck up my goddamn sex here. But there was about a 6-month period, and then it looked like it was just gay guys. So the fucking heat got laid off. But it was like, God damn it, man, why'd this fucking bullshit have to come out now? Because everybody was thinking they were going to get that fucking shit. But I couldn't have planned it better. I mean, if you said to me right now to go back to that time that I was doing for free, I'd pay like $100,000 for like a week of it. Just to be like that innocent and real. And it wasn't like a bunch of loser girls or fucking escort. It was just fucking fun. I mean, you knew, like, if they say you guys want to come over and study tonight, yeah, fuck yeah. Now you didn't fuck every goddamn girl you asked you to study, but it was pretty good odds. And it was just one of those. It's like taking girls for a motorcycle ride or a plane ride, or I had a nice boat for a while. My sister, she'd take off their lesbian lover and was own that McDonald's franchise. And they were always going somewhere. So I had a great house up north. And I'll bet half the fucking time women I would know said, "When are you going to take me up north?" It's like, yeah, when do you want to go? Where I could have asked them out for a date and it might have been, maybe. But so the setups were just like perfect. You know what I mean? Just so great. Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking great, man. Now it's like, where I go up to University of Georgia, I go up there all the time and fuck around. Like I went up there last night. I was tired as hell too, but I like that fucking vibe of like anonymity in a college campus. I don't know anybody. All sorts of shit to eat, open, music playing, hard to find a parking spot compared to like last night. I felt like doing that. That's why I went up there. We're here. It's just like, I mean, I like this clouds and moon and all that shit, but not 24/7.
Sure.
I just going up there, it's just like fucking great, man. So fucking fun. Yeah, I couldn't have had a better thing. And that's how I met my wife, actually. Fucking around to my girlfriend. I screwed 2 of my wife's roommates where I started fucking her. And actually, we were just friends. We went out. I thought she was really pretty. But you ever have that happen to you where like they're pretty and everything, but you're like not into it that much? That's kind of how it was with my wife. Yeah. Have a good day. It's just like I thought she was pretty, and guys were always saying, "You got such a pretty friend." We went out to dinner like almost every Friday. I worked at United Parcel part-time, and she had a boyfriend. I had a girlfriend. I never even knew she liked me, to tell you the truth. and the way that happened is I was graduating and I was a year ahead of her, and I needed a place to live for 2 weeks. Yeah, and I didn't find one hint of like anything. She said, "Well, why don't you just stay over at my house for a couple of weeks and stay on the couch?" End up getting married over that shit. Not till much later on.
Yeah.
But that's how the whole thing started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it. Drank a bottle of wine one night, get fucking around, playing music and shit. And then one thing led to another. My girlfriend dropped me. She dumped her boyfriend. We were living together.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Rest is history.
Rest is history. Yeah, you never know. If you'd have told me back then at the very beginning, she's going to be in your life for 40 something years, I wouldn't have believed that. I didn't expect to fucking, you don't think you're going to live that fucking long, really.
Yeah.
I mean, before you know it, just slips fucking by you. You go from 18 to being 45 and like a flick of the.
You're right.
So
You're
weird.
Right.
And I think once you get out of like the big staples in life, marriage, college, good job, self-employed, owning an airplane, traveling, whatever the fuck you sought after, once you put a few of those behind you, it's just like kind of all, No, I don't. No, I really don't. And actually, I say this all the time. I mean, I left my wife. I was never really into it that much, to be honest with you. I left my wife in 98. And I haven't done half as good ever since. But here's the fucked up thing. I'm still fine with it. Told you I was nuts. Yeah, I left her, haven't met quality, 50% of that quality since 98. And I'm still glad I did it. No wonder I'm fucking crazy. I mean, you paint yourself into a corner. There's no happiness in that equation long term. But that's kind of my life. I mean, it's been pretty good, but I'm never going to be one of these motherfuckers that's just like, fucking jumping for joy every morning because I woke up.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe I don't, you don't know. You can only, talk about it from your perspective. But most people I know, it's like, this is why affairs happen. And you switch careers and you go climb Mount Everest and you do shit. You just get so fucking, you got a house, you got a nice wife, everything's great, but you're bored out of your motherfucking mind. You want to bring back that goddamn spark of a new romance or get that dopamine just out of a plane. That's why you can be married. Everything's great. You love your wife. And all of a sudden, you're fucking getting along with this fucking waitress 20 years younger. And she wants to fucking take you fishing or some shit. It's hard to resist. It's hard to resist when you're bored. That's why a lot of these affairs, it's not because you don't love your wife, but like you love them in a different way. You love them as a roommate. Where this 20-year-old waitress, you want to put the fucking wood to her in a biggest way. It colors all your thoughts so much. I mean, hours just fucking fly by. Your wife's telling you it's like, have a great day. And it's like, okay. And this fucking, you get involved in this shit. And it takes a discipline to like not do it.
Yeah.
And the discipline in not doing it, it's another 20 years of pure fucking boredom. So it's like you can't win.
Yeah, there you go. It's that
you're
sword.
Fucked if you do it and you're fucked if you don't. So you might as well not do it. It's like crazy. This is fucking how life is, promiscuous. Yeah, but I don't villainize sex. I mean, honest to God, I joke about it, but I say if it feels good, do it. I mean, I wish there was just some like, I've had tons of fuck buddies and like, you guys know this, like porn and shit like that, man. The biggest sadness in my life, it wasn't when my parents died. It's when I couldn't place sex partner ads from Craigslist anymore. That's how I got hooked up with a lot of that fucking shit. I used to place like sugar daddy ads.
There you go.
Oh fuck, man. I would say maybe a year I still keep in touch with some of those women. They got kids and all that fucking, I still keep in touch with them. And I had set up, and it was exactly that: pay rent, buy tires, pay tuition. Now, is that prostitution by definition? It is. Any sex where something of value is traded is considered prostitution. But you know what? It's all like, if you had asked any of them, are you a prostitute? They'd have said no. If you showed them a prostitute in the street and they said, that's fucking terrible, why do those women do this? Well, you know what? You're doing the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except it's for rent, a house payment,
Yeah.
Your kid's private school tuition, your gambling addiction, you buy too much shit on QVC. And that's like, to me, a guy like me, it was like, I loved it, man. It's like my perfect life. I was paying for what I didn't want to do.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I'm not like a romantic guy. I just wanted to like fuck them and not have the rest of it. You know, the commitment and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm fucking really like that 100% of the time. Like I'm still that way. I was that way when I was young. It's just as you started, you know, when porn became available. I've told you this before. I thought, man, my dating fucking days are fucking gonna be not too good. I don't think. And then I can remember I was married for 5 years. And I remember at 35 thinking, you know, I don't think this shit's going to work a long time. I'm not really into this shit. You know,
Who was president when porn got big? Bush Jr.?
Yeah, let me think how that happened. No, it would have had
It was Clinton.
No. Yeah, but it was before them because porn started, you know, you didn't have to drive to an old converted theater that couldn't make it anymore showing Disney movies that converted to porn. Anybody that lived like Quad Cities, you know, all the places that used to be traditional family theaters. I mean, I know for like that's the only time I ever used fake ID in my life. And I was 17. I used fake ID to go watch my first porno movie in Melvindale, Michigan. And I remember, I've told you, you know, people say this, they just have this moment like when they feel like reborn or like God touched them or some shit. That's how I felt when I saw my first porn. I mean, I was already like liking Playboys and shit like that and wondering like, and then when I walked in, mind you, this is an old theater, full screen, you know, where they had like 300 seats. And I remember seeing that porn playing on that screen that big. Swear to God, man, it did something to my fucking brain.
Did you see Pee Wee Herman there?
Yeah, no, he didn't do anything. Paul Rubens, that's too bad. That fucked up his career. He still ended up dying a rich Jew, but that's fucking bullshit. I mean, half the guys in those places are jacking off.
That's
and even
what
back here's something you may not know, and that is that you know, a lot of straight guys will let a gay guy blow them and not think anything of it. Because I didn't know any gay guys till like right around that time. And when you go into those old porn things and watch porn, you know, it'd be like 10 people in there and some motherfucker sit right next to you. It'd be some motherfucker wanting to blow you. And it's like, I was always getting into these, like, get the fuck out of here. And then I met some gay guys and I said, you know, what's the fucking deal with this? Well, you know, a lot of straight guys will go in a peep show and stick their dicks through a glory hole and let a guy blow. Yeah, and don't think a thing about it. But that's when I found out through gay guys that I met later that they said they blew more straight guys than gay guys. Yeah, no shit. So then when it started, then it kind of transitioned into VHS and then beta and then the peep shows, they were fucking with them. And before you know it, once that shit became available, it was like those places started closing because you could get it on your own. You didn't need to like start up at one of these places you see off the interstate. Yeah.
They're still open. Some of them, boy, there's a couple around town that are, you drive by there and that light's still on, been on since I was a little kid. I'm like, what the, you know.
Well, you know, whenever I see an adult porn thing on the side of an expressway in this day and age, the first thing that comes to mind is money laundering.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just no reason to go into those fucking things. You can watch better shit like that on the internet. You know, Georgia just came up this fucking thing where I don't really care. You know, you got to do this verification that they know you're of age.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pain in the ass, but I'd do it. But I'd rather not. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, if I ever like, say I ran for office and they said like down here, let's say for some miraculous reason I ran for office and got elected. And one of my fucking enemies got a hold of him and said, hey, it's fucking Tom. That's all that motherfucker does is talk about porn. You know, go watch some of his lives. And they found out about it. And let's say they subpoenaed like my records and somehow you could get a hold of like every sexual fucking thing I ever did.
Yeah.
You'd run out of time before you ran out of porn. I mean, yeah, like, you know how back in the day they'd subpoena your eBay. It's like, you know, I ordered, you know, 9,000 fucking amateur fucking DVDs. Yeah, shit like that, But now and then, actually, porn to me has been on the way down. But you look at shit fucked up, your mind changes. The human memory is not accurate. I can remember thinking when I was young that Marianne and Ginger on Gilligan's Island were hot. Now that I get old and I've watched tons of porn, had my own experiences, they weren't that great.
Oh
Marianne had
boy.
no tits, and
Oh
Ginger had
boy.
a deep voice. Yeah, and you look and like you see, like you figure out fucking what's what. And now it's like porn. There's just, so much of it out there. I mean, I don't like that OnlyFans. I don't want to take that time looking through all that fucking bullshit. I don't want to see somebody 55 years old with their husband. No thanks.
No shit.
Arcade, yeah, sure did. Yeah, big time. Yeah. Peep shows were really big back like in the 70s. Actually, when I just started dating my wife. No shit. Well, dating her, fucking her, I guess, because we were living together.
What
And
year
I
was
went,
this?
and when you like that kind of shit, I mean, I've always liked porn rather than real sex. I'd have good looking girlfriends and couldn't wait to get home to watch fucking porn because I'd fuck around with them, but not as much as I wanted to porn. But about 6 months into living with my girlfriend, I went to a peep show and got my motherfucking car towed while I was in there. And I had to call her to come get me.
Oh no.
And even back then, I was like I am now. And she said, well, what were you doing in there? It's like, what the fucking do you think? She said, and it was a big deal about she wasn't good enough. And,
Oh,
it faded her. I said, you're out of your fucking mind, man. Me going in there, it's like, it's got nothing to do with my relationship with you. I mean, I don't think I ever really convinced her of it. You know what I mean? Some women, they just don't get that. They think it's like this violation. And sure enough, she hung in there with me. And a couple years later, I had her watching them with me.
There you go.
Yeah.
What year was this?
That would have been about 78.
Oh wow.
1978.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
different era there.
And I cost myself some I didn't really give a fuck that much, to be honest, but I will tell it to you in the terms of I cost myself some relationships I wish would have lasted longer, because I was always trying to get them to eat pussy and have their girlfriends come over and blow me with them and that kind of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some women that, it seems like the ones you get to do it, they'll claim later you talked them into it. And the ones that you don't get to do it are always got a chip on their shoulder about this fucking shit. I mean, yeah, it's just, I wouldn't wish it on any guy, because if you want to do that kind of shit, if they're not that way, they're never going to see it your way. And you be able to talk them into it. They say talk. And I said, what do you mean talk you into it? And I asked you and you consented. But down the road, I noticed that a lot of these fuck buddies I had over a 40-year-old period, the communication with them has dropped off. And I don't know this for sure, but I think that it's because that was a long time ago. They've got grandchildren now. The notion of doing something like that is zero. And not communicating with me, it just kind of keeps them from remembering a time in their life they just assume would have passed on. Now, I don't know that for sure, but it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
If you're doing threesomes with somebody 45 years ago,
yeah,
they're fucking trading coupons with some other old bag now on Apple Cobbler.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know this for sure, but it was so good for so long outside that kind of activity with them. I don't know what else to blame it on. I think that one day they think, motherfucker. Maybe, I don't know this for sure. You'd have to ask one. But I do notice the last 5 years, it's really fucking dropped off. Like, I've had 2 fuck buddies left up in Michigan. One I made a fucking ton of porn with. And before, like, I would call them and that phone wouldn't even ring one time and they're answering that motherfucker. The one hasn't called me back like in the last 3 times. Huh. And the other one didn't respond to an email. So I think that part of my life is like fucking dried up. Yeah. Hey, James. Which, I mean, I think I tested the waters on that, like for two, and a part of it is they're fucking getting too old. I mean, I look back at my own home porn, stacks of porn, and I look them up on Facebook sometimes,
Yeah.
and they look like old ladies to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, and you are gonna find like that's why I mean if you're really fucking getting it, you're paying for it, which I'm fucking fine with. And like I say, that got me out of all the shit that I didn't want to do. I mean, I could have like a 25-year-old attractive young woman. If she wanted to move in, I wouldn't want her moving in. No, I want you to fucking do like I've always done. See you like a couple times a month, and that's it. I don't want to be like going to movies and shit with you. And it sounds fucked up and terrible, but you figure out what you're really like.
Yeah,
And a lot of people can get trapped into like marriages and all this fucking shit. And you'll realize someday it's like, man, things change. You grow as a person, or you know what you're really like. And if you'd asked me in the 11th grade, I was kind of like this then, but society doesn't offer that for you. You're dating and man meets woman, and it's weddings and confetti and happiness. And like, you are so fucking taken down this narrow road of what life's supposed to be. But I can remember thinking, I'm the same motherfucker now as I was at 16 years old. But society didn't I took the traditional route because I didn't know any better. My wife used to tell me all the time, why don't you just fucking go out and find somebody like that then, if that's what you want? It's like, I fucking tried. Good luck. And I finally did. And I didn't like that either. So it's always something. It's someone you're going to be able to skull fuck, that could care less about an orchestra and oil paintings, or vice versa. And to get both of those things in one package is like stability, educated, witty, appreciates the culture, likes to skull fuck, threesomes. Good luck. So you keep ratcheting up, and you're looking for something that's kind of like a created my own fucking Frankenstein.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. So people say, when I believe this, when you say, well, I don't compromise, the fuck you don't. I mean, who's getting everything out of one person?
No shit. I agree.
But I think with older guys, maybe this is the way with older women, once like lonely, if you're not lonely, I mean, you got it made. That's what gets a lot of people into like these older relationships. And I guess people have this true love and all this fucking horse shit. I mean, I watch them when I see them, and good for you if that's you. But that ain't me. And I don't think it's happening. It's not. I just don't. I'm fine with it though. It's just you gotta acknowledge sometimes that I'm just not really into this shit. I couldn't fucking do it. And now it seems like every year I get worse. I mean, I do once in a while have like attractive older women see me. Honestly, I don't want to fuck with it. If they don't want to bring their girlfriend over here and let me videotape them blowing me, I don't want to fuck with it. I mean, no matter how nice they are, or no, I fucking don't. I really fucking don't, man. So, it's like, and I, you surprise yourself. And over like years of this shit, I realized, man, you're really fucking like this, aren't you? It's like, yeah, I am. I mean, this is it. I ended up right where I fucking was headed to, but didn't know it for quite a few years. And I'm fucking cool with it. Yeah, I have older women. They think they can't figure out why. It was like that in Chicago. Well, you guys know why. They didn't. Some of them thought I was fucking gay because I never had any girls around me. Well, you know why. I didn't want to fuck with it. And actually, Chicago was the worst place I could have been for women.
Oh, shit.
They were all looking for like fucking CEOs and doctors and lawyers. That was all high, upper middle class, Gold Coast. That's where I lived. These women were just like maintenance up the fucking ass. I mean, it was like terrible for me for that. Actually, when I had a lot of those fuck buddies, they were still back in Michigan or Florida or Ohio. I didn't really have any Any good hookups in Chicago is just what I didn't want. A relationship with someone my age that was going to be around all the time. No, and they wanted like, they were always like fucking shopping on that Magnificent Mile and like really into that fashion. Oh, fuck that. I didn't meet any women there that I even gave a fuck about. Some of them were pretty, but it was high maintenance. It was like the worst place I could have been for that. I do much better where I'm at now. Desperate, lonely women with no self-esteem, low on money, working at Dollar General. My specialty. Yeah, fuck yeah. From a guy's perspective, do I want girls that work at Dollar General that are living in a trailer with a tarp on the roof, or some fucking broad that thinks she's going to marry a CEO? That's a no fucking brainer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And I had that happen down here. I go in and like right now, the fucking Powerball is 1.3 billion. The Mega Millions is 1.3 million. So I go into these fucking places. I live in a broke area and spend $500, which I'll do tonight for tomorrow night. And they think, wow, it's like, when you're going to give me something? I mean, it's out there. Believe me. It's just nothing. I'm not into black chicks. But if it was the right combination, fuck yeah, I'd be fucking all over it. But it's not. Yeah, they're always hinting around about wanting to come out here to fish, or, that's a whole week's pay for them. And I'm just pissing it away on lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably good for me though. I mean, there's like fucking no opportunities, like none here. It's like total hillbilly, or like I'm not into black women at all. So I'm pretty like isolated.
It's all pink on the inside.
Yeah, that's right. You ever date black chicks, Rob?
No. Well, high school.
Oh, really? I wish I did. I mean, once in a blue moon. I had two, when I was living in Chicago, I had two really pretty black girls that were like me. I just couldn't fucking do it. I had to fucking just tell them both. One accused me of being gay, because they're probably getting hit on all the time. They can't figure this out. I told them and it's not racism. I just, I don't know what it is. I just, I do see mixed girls down here once in a while that I think are like, fuck yeah, perfect. But I don't know what it is. Like, I don't like Indian women either for some reason. I don't care how good looking they are. The one that owns this one little dumpy gas station near me is like a beautiful woman. She's like 50. But that's all that caste system, arranged marriage shit. You could go in there with $10 million in your hand, she'd tell you to get lost.
One black chicks I like are the fat ones.
Did you ever date like heavy set women?
Yeah.
Because you were into like that part, or they had great personalities, or what?
Yeah, just good personality. I like huge fat women, but there's some women that were.
Were you putting the cock to them?
Nah.
Oh, so there. Now we're getting somewhere. So you were just friends.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, have you noticed a big, beautiful woman? Yeah. Would that be a stumbling block for you? Like if your girlfriend, the one you're with now, if she gained 100 pounds, would that change your relationship?
Nah.
No?
No.
Oh, you love her that much?
Yeah, I'm hook her up to the bicycle and make her run or something,
Oh, good for you. Yeah, it's just, you wonder why, like, marriages is down. Tell you why. It's because women can work. There are more options now than there's ever been, whether it's porn, your own money. It just doesn't make fucking sense. I don't think like relationships should be an endurance test. A lot of people get caught up. You get in too deep. Before you know it, you got 2 or 3 kids. And if you're my age and you still got a wife, it's fucking expensive to get rid of them. I mean, if you're living a good life, expensive in the sense because, with this crazy appreciation and all this shit, if you've had like a decent life financially your whole life, you got like quite a bit of money. I caught the last good generation. So
Yep.
the difference is when you decide, like I'm going through, my wife can't afford to pay me. She can't come up with
Oh
the money.
man.
So now when you get into a deal now where you're my age and you want to get divorced, well, I mean, I don't give a fuck because I'm not really into material shit, but she does. She wants to keep living there. And a
Yep.
lot of times what old married couples will be faced with is your lifestyle is going to change if you split everything down the middle. Rather than you just live your life and her just live hers in the same place, you want to go
Yep.
out and be independent and have new lovers over there and all
Yeah,
that fucking shit and leave your underwear all over. Not be everything, if you got like a spouse that's real organized or not. You
Yeah.
want to give that a whirl. Well, you can do that, but if you're splitting everything down the middle at 55 and 65, you're going to be doing it in a less comfortable lifestyle. Something's going to have to give. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. No, it really shifted. You're exactly right. Don't need women. And back in the day, if you were an attractive woman and you didn't have a career or a job or a source of income, yeah, fuck it. I mean, what's left? And I feel good for women and all the bullshit they must have had to put up with just to be supported. That was my parents' problem. I think if my mom would have ever got a way to support herself, she'd have left my dad in a fucking heartbeat or maybe not even married him. But she couldn't. He worked at Ford. She was a part-time clerk in a drugstore. Had her right where he wanted her, whether it was intentional or not.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And you look out there and you just take a few minutes and look at the people who you wish you would be. You wish they were in their shoes. I can't fucking really think any. Yeah, it just no, I don't really see like examples. It's like, wow, life really worked out for you. And you look at all these people that are like celebrities, sports stars, all that shit, their fucking life's the same fucking whirlwind of bullshit as yours is.
Yeah.
Divorces, restraining orders, bankruptcies, fucking all over the media for some stupid shit. I mean, you look at like, you used to think when you were young, like the royal life, Prince Charles and Diana and all that. What a shit
Yeah.
fucking. I think there's nothing worse than being famous. And
Probably.
look at all these celebrities, these movie stars. They got looks, they got money, they got fame, and they're all fucked up. They're keeling
Yep.
over left and right from fentanyl. And look at Prince and Tom Petty and Seymour Hoffman Jr. All these motherfuckers, man. It still comes back to like trying to find happiness some kind of way. And evidently it isn't because of your fucking 25,000 square foot house. You're still fucking keeling over from some bad dope.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're welcome, LA. Have a good day. Yeah, it's just like it's a fucking funny thing, man. Like it's the truth. Happiness is a moving target. Just when it it starts fucking turning into something else. And I'd run out of it too. If I had like great new woman over here every day, I'd get sick of it. I'd start like making excuses and shit for them not to come over.
Uh-huh.
You're always juggling these balls of what you think you want and what you get and what it should have been. It's never just right. It's never just right. Yeah. It's the old adage, it's true, be careful what you wish for. Ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah. Yep. I said that the other day.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish for, buddy.
Yeah. And like you can take and like bestow all your knowledge on your kids. It doesn't work that way. You're always given advice from your perspective, not their here and now life.
That's right.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Life is fucking strange. People, when you think that's what you'd like to be, or it's not always quite like they say with your like superstars and actors and athletes and shit. If you really want to admire them, make sure you never get to meet them in person because they're going to disappoint you.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, fucking crazy. And we already know through their lives that it isn't money and looks that take you to the land of happiness long term. They're all fucked up. Look at these crime shows. These rich people do all this crazy shit. Some guy will have like fucking 3 beautiful kids, or all fucking all A students, a gorgeous wife, does everything right, and they're out getting involved with somebody that fucking chops their head off.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And you'll notice these older guys that look for these younger women on these crime shows. Everything's going great until that girl's boyfriend kills you. A lot
Yeah.
of, yeah.
Get
Yeah. You
get
get any
this.
good looking young girl in her 20s and 30s, there's almost always some guy lurking in the background that needs money too. And
Yeah.
sure enough, when the lid comes off that shit, they're tracking down the boyfriend through a phone, and they were in cahoots from day one. Look at that couple they threw over the side of their fucking yacht. They worked all their lives to own their own big boat and travel the world, and they hired some fucking dingaling that fucking tied them all up and threw them over the board alive.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was a retired fireman, and she was something else. And like these old gay guys do this a lot. It's a disproportionate number for straights. You look in Detroit. I can give you two examples: famous world-class decorator in Grosse Pointe Woods, and a famous neurosurgeon in Detroit, Michigan. They both got chopped up in little pieces
Oh,
from gay trysts with handymen, ex-prisoners. Yeah, here you're fucking rich, and you're going to Craigslist so you can get somebody for $15 an hour instead of 65, and he ends up chopping you up in little pieces. Before you know it, all of a sudden they see your lifestyle. You know, there's a big thing with black guys. It's called the down low, where straight black guys will blow guys for money, called the down low. Yeah, and these rich gay guys, you know, this guy's in there and he's fixing the plumbing, and all of a sudden they're working out other deals, and you know, the black guy, the big dick black guy wants a big raise, and the guy says, "Fuck you, I pay you too much already." And before you know it, they find him in a fucking trash bag somewhere on the side of fucking Werner Highway. Yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of people. You look at these, even with women, these like vagabond, vagrant motherfucker, and these good-looking motherfuckers that never worked, that worm their way in with these older women.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the woman gets tired of them one day, and it's time for you to move out, and it's time for me to cut you up with this fucking jigsaw. And hope, yeah, and they catch them all. I mean, it's just fucking loaded, man. It's the old adage: if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. That's the fucking truth. Yeah, it really is. These fucking handymen, these clinger honors that come out of nowhere that are gonna take care of your house, they'll end up fucking ending your life. Just call fucking legit companies, pay it, and stay alive. That's sex.
About this 11-year-old girl that came up missing like 30 years ago, and they just now got a guy that confessed to murdering her. Really? Did he really do it? I don't know. I guess they arrested him on it.
Yeah, if he confessed, he did.
But years ago, they've been digging up places looking for this girl forever, and just recently they arrested him on charges of killing her. So they think they finally found the guy who's killed her. They thought the guy who killed her had died already, but
Yeah. Well, they have one like that in Michigan, the Oakland County child killer. They never did catch that motherfucker, and hopefully one day they'll catch him if he isn't dead already.
look,
I
Trudy
remember there was a
Appleby.
girl when I had a girlfriend up at Michigan State. There was a pretty blonde that ran out of gas between Brighton, Michigan, and East Lansing, Michigan State's campus.
Yeah.
And cars drove by and saw her talking to a guy, and they never found her again either. Hopefully they can solve that one too. But I love watching these YouTube things where they go up and arrest these motherfuckers from DNA that killed people 40 years ago while they're at a cookout or something. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, and look at some of the people. It's just surprising sometimes on who these people are, and just having that shit on their mind all these years. Unsolved Mysteries had some really good ones. Yeah.
Well, someone's gonna. We'll see as this case progresses. But Trudy Appleby, you can look it up online. There's a big story about it for all the investigation over the years, and they dug up this and that spot, and getting leads. And this guy was a suspect the whole time, I'm guessing, from what I'm hearing. But another person, another Fisher, I think, who they suspected, I think he had passed away. The guy was. I know. I know. It's kind of weird. Like she left one day to go swimming with some friends, and
Yeah.
was never found again.
Look at that one they killed that got murdered after that Halloween party in Monroe, Michigan. That was another one, man. I thought they're never going to catch this motherfucker, and they did. They finally caught that fucker. Married guy. Look at the guy that killed Margaret Eby. I actually was hired to work on that murder. EBY. He was the fucking sprinkler. Worked for a sprinkling company and saw her living up there by herself. He killed a flight attendant too. Margaret
Wow.
Eby. Yeah, look that one up. Yeah. Hey Edward, how you doing? How you been? Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. How's it going? Yeah, it's just fucking. That's just a weird. I mean, I think it's just human behavior. It's like, you know, any facet. You can be a great pianist. You look at Glenn Gould, fucking wacko, crazy. And then you can be an arsonist, a pervert, a murderer, a serial killer. It's just, you never know how that's going to crop up. And as it turns out, these fucking serial killing wacko motherfuckers, that like, I like flying planes or something like that, or videotaping the moon or something. Well, they like fucking killing people and trying to get away with it times a
Fuck. What
thousand.
the fuck?
Yeah, times 1,000. And just to have some crazy shit that you could not help from do must be a miserable life. Well, a lot of those guys, like Jeffrey Dahmer, seemed really
Sure.
sincerely interested in why he did what he did. He just said he's fucking doing it no matter what. He knew it was bad and fucked up. Look at John Wayne Gacy,
Oh.
Ted Bundy, all these fucking
And,
wackos.
yeah, and only they know
Yeah. And
the
even
crazies.
they don't know sometimes. They just know it's this overwhelming urge to do this shit, and they don't let anything get in the way. Look at that Green River killer. Same thing too. Just like really fucking, whacked out fucking people.
Green River Killer. I don't think I've heard of
That's a
that.
good one too. Yeah, that's a good story too. Yeah, look that one up. Yeah, and look at Son of Sam.
I've got books of all that shit, of all the different serial killers
I'll
and
tell you
shit.
who I wish they'd figure out who it was just for the hell of it. The Unabomber. Not the Unabomber, the fucking DB Cooper. DB Cooper.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was funny. Some guys in the airport were just talking about BD Cooper the other day, and yeah, and good. And no one will ever know.
Yeah. I think they will, though. They, a year ago, they looked like they were pretty close. They had kept that like something that fell off his jacket or something, like a pin or a button or some shit. And it looked like they were going to come out with it, but it just kind of went away. That fucker only asked for 200 fucking thousand back then when he did that.
Yeah,
That motherfucker couldn't buy a double wide. No.
yeah.
Now
Is
it's
it
getting to the point
two
with
hundred
inflation.
thousand a
Yeah.
parachute?
Yeah. The
Two
Zodiac too.
parachutes.
Now it's getting to the point where, if you're going to do some crazy shit and you're going to demand money, you can't carry enough to fucking live if you're in your 20s.
So actually, it's a good point here that I don't know how much you know about the evening, the night of that. He supposedly jumped out of that plane, but at that height, the altitude, and as cold and rainy as it was,
I read every book on it.
so exactly. So you know what I mean? You think he really survived that jump?
Yeah, I
just
do. I do. The thing that makes me think, the weird thing is, they found some of that money
yeah,
way later.
yep.
And it goes to show you the FBI didn't, that was a goose chase. They weren't anywhere near where he jumped.
They knew.
But why
Yeah,
didn't they find the rest of it? Why didn't they find a big old fucking part of the parachute? Why didn't they find any of the buckles or any of the stuff from the metal that was over? It's just so weird. I almost would have felt
yeah.
better
Do you
about
really
it.
think? Yeah, exactly. You really think the
Yeah, but
Bears ate the
that guy
fucking
knew his
parachute?
shit. That guy knew his shit, which is why they didn't know where to start looking. I mean, you get these Navy SEALs, all those motherfuckers could do that shit and survive.
You think
This
so?
wasn't like, Fats Domino that needed some spending money, wore a pair of shorts. These motherfuckers were prepared. This son of a bitch had them fly coordinates and all sorts of shit.
Really?
Yeah, that's an excellent book. They just came out with a new book about a year ago. I bought it and read it. It's basically the science behind it, and it's good. Yeah, but that
From
finding
what
that
I
you know,
read, they thought he was.
they said that money was intentionally buried too, which I just fucking don't believe it. After you got away, why would you intentionally fucking bury it
Good
there?
question. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, the Zodiac. Yeah,
the money
crazy.
was washed up in a creek, wasn't it?
No, it
Some
was
kids.
buried. Yeah, it was like where the water went down. Some kid found it.
Yeah, kids were playing along some creek, and
Yeah. No, they were camping, I think. Yeah, but that money auctioned off for that big auction house out of Texas sold it. That shit brought crazy money. All the
really.
yeah, because the insurance company had to pay off. That was Delta, and that was the insurance
Gotcha.
company that sold it. Yeah, but it went
I
for like
see.
crazy money.
Same thing probably with the
DB
note.
Cooper, yeah, I thought like they still have a big party out there once a year for him in a
Yeah,
bar.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And he still don't show up.
right. I think I don't know, but I wish they'd figure out who that was, you know?
Yeah, I agree. They'll never know.
Yeah, and it's like, it just makes you wonder why people do what they do.
Yeah, that's another good question.
Fucking crazy, you know? It's like they don't know why they do it sometimes. Look at who, do you ever think Bruce Jenner would get a sex change?
Bruce
Man, what the,
Jenner.
yeah, Bruce Jenner. He was a decathlon gold medal winner in the Olympics. Now it calls himself something else. What's Bruce Jenner call himself now? But he just personified like the good-looking all-American great athlete, and here he's a fucking woman now.
What?
Yeah, you'd know Bruce Jenner if you Googled it.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
I think this is just a stab in the dark, but just a massive ego, and that's Caitlyn. That you got to do that crazy shit to maintain. You're even willing at that age to change your sex to keep in the moonlight. I mean, why are these old bands still touring? I mean, have you seen the Who?
Yeah.
Supposedly those two don't get along together. I mean, they just look like they escaped from the cafeteria at an assisted living care facility and somebody handed them guitars. Yeah, it's just people that are just humans are fucking weird. World class athlete. He was like legit, and now it's switched over to. I just think you'd have thought they'd have caught him sucking a couple dicks or two over the years, as opposed to just the way he was and the way he is now. I mean, that was just like, yeah, dresses and high heels. I know, so fucking weird. But maybe it was the strongest argument that'll ever be made of a woman trapped in a man's body or vice versa. So fucking crazy. Now, is this Caitlyn like dating anybody? I mean, or is this does it strike you as just mainly publicity? Yeah, it's hard to fucking say. Yeah, wearing dresses and high, that's fucking weird. I mean, I guess it's not weird. I think it's weird because I'm a straight guy, but I mean, I guess it's not. Maybe it is. Seems weird. I mean, you look at what happened to Bud Light when they endorsed that fucking shit. So even though you can't fire somebody or fuck them over because of that, it's not exactly as popular as they thought it was going to be. That damn near put Budweiser out of business.
The day before Thanksgiving, 1971. Man
DB
identifies
Cooper?
himself as Dan Cooper.
Yeah. And that for that flight attendant that sat next to him, she just talked for the first time ever, like about a year ago or so.
Was one of 36 passengers boarded Northwest Airlines Flight 305. The plane, a Boeing 727, was headed from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. A flight that would have normally taken less than 1 hour. Shortly after takeoff, when the plane had then climbed to 30,000 feet, the passenger in seat 15D gave one of the two stewardesses a note. The stewardess, Florence Schaffner,
Yeah.
did not read the note. at first, but the passenger, the middle-aged man who wore a business suit and dark glasses, insisted that she read it. The handwritten message note indicated that he had a bomb in his briefcase. Further, it said that he did not receive $200,000 in $20 bills, along with 4 parachutes. He would blow up the aircraft. When the pilot, William Scott, spoke to the man, he was convinced that the hijacker was serious.
Yeah, if you look, I remember as I was reading that book, it struck me that when they got down low, like he told them to, and they were flying around, I got the impression, and they didn't mention this in the book, that those fucking pilots got lost for a while, which is why the FBI looked in the wrong place. I don't think those pilots knew where they were at for about 10 minutes. I mean, maybe within 100 miles, but it was enough to give him a head start when they tried to calculate where they thought he may have jumped, because they based it on they let the stairs down, which of course a light came on, and then there was a little bump, and they thought that the bump was related to him jumping off the staircase, and that's what created that. But I got the impression reading the book that that's just something they said to come up with an explanation as to why they didn't know where they were for about 15 minutes. It's because they were low and all the nav aids weren't working. You're not down low like that out in the middle of fucking Washington and Oregon ever. That's the first thing they do you to tell you in flying when you lose communication is try and climb.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just the whole thing fucking stunk. Yeah,
It says here the crew contacted Seattle Airport Traffic Control, who then turned contracted the Seattle Police and the FBI. Soon the airplane was pursued by 2 F-106 fighter planes that parted the nearby McChord Air Force Base, National Guard helicopter that was flown, da 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 da. So it's just the conditions made the law enforcement authorities did not have time to devise traps. He insisted that the money and the parachutes be delivered to Seattle Airport before the plane landed. With only limited time amount of fuel, the plane could not circle the airport. Definitely, this lack of time prevented the FBI agents from marking the money so that it could be identified when the hijacker spent it. He asked for 4 parachutes. Cooper led authorities to believe that he might not jump alone. They dared not booby trap, purposely dismantle any of the parachutes.
And when they were sitting on the ramp getting that money, they were trying to shoot him through one of those windows.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah.
They're trying, hell yeah.
But there's all sorts of theories that who he worked for. The best thing they came up with in that book was that he worked for a vendor that did subcontracting work for Boeing, which is how he knew about all the speeds and the coordinates to fly and that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's yeah. It says here Cooper had the plane refueled. It's headed south toward Reno, Nevada, and he was advised to go slowly at low altitude. Cooper specified the aircraft was to climb no higher than 10,000 feet. Any higher would require a parachute to jump with oxygen.
Not really. And it depends how long you're there. You can be at about 10,000 feet for 45 minutes.
Cooper wore an altimeter, a device that measures altitude, on his wrist. He also ordered the crew to leave the cabin unpressurized, probably a precaution against climbing higher than the safe jump zone.
Yeah, see, he knew what the fuck he was doing. And nowadays, I can't even think of an airplane where that door comes down the back like that, like the 727.
Yeah,
that was just,
no.
Yeah, but try and find where that flight attendant, she just interviewed for the first time not that long ago. She said he was like super polite. And
Cooper insisted that the plane was flowing no faster than 150 knots.
Yeah, that's not fast at all. It's like 172 miles an hour.
That's it. You're able to keep the 727 airborne with that
Yeah,
at that speed?
yeah, easy. Yep.
Really?
hmm
See,
When
that's why I figured.
now back then airplanes. That's why when you look at old airplanes in the day when they crashed, there was just shit all over. Nobody made it. Well, if you look at that guy that landed that A320 in the Hudson, everybody survived.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
because of the wing configuration. You look at the winglets; those little things sticking up in the end of the wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
The flaps and the slats are configured differently, and you can actually get a 727 A320 down to about 90 knots before it stalls, which is why nobody got killed when they landed in the Hudson. Now, let's take for an sake of argument, you had a 727 and the same thing would have happened. You tried to land that thing in the Hudson.
You would have
There wouldn't have
flipped.
been any survivors. They'd been going too fast. These big airplanes now, right when they're on final, about 120 knots. That's not that fast on final. 150 knots is like too fast on final. Yeah, you can keep it up in there easy. Plus, they configure it. They probably at 150 knots back then. I bet he had him dump the flaps on that thing just to keep
Now,
the nose high.
what are the? I don't know if. Imagine a gigantic. Maybe I'm trying to think what they look like. They're attached to the wings, and they're a gigantic looking. Maybe like a gigantic shoe or something that's attached to the, like two on each side of the wing.
Yeah, on
Like
the
what?
ends.
They're like, I'd say like if if the wing was a football field, there'd be like one at the 25-yard line, one at like the 75-yard line.
Those are the they're on the back of the wing or the front.
The back.
Yeah, those are the ailerons. Those are what make it bank. And there's also flaps on the inside. The whole wing's not an aileron. It's flaps and ailerons, both. That's why when you're talking about when you're looking out the window and you see it going up and down, up and down, up and down. That's
Okay.
what you're talking about? Yeah, if you watch one on landing, they're very noticeable. Go on YouTube and look at a 747 on final, and you can really see it good then. But see, a 747 had a much different wing back then. They've changed them. The 747-800 was a flop. The day of the four-engine jet is over, but you'll notice it more there. But now with these new wing designs, you can actually get these big, fully loaded airplanes pretty damn slow compared to the old days. Like those winglets on the end, those vertical things that are on the end,
Yep.
that
Yep.
reduces your stall speed. So rather in the old day, it stalled at, let's say, 120 knots. Now the fucker's stalling at 105 knots. Big difference. If you
Wow.
look at the tunnel testing they do on those wings, you'll see when they blow colored smoke around the ends, how
Yeah.
that air circulates and it makes
Sure.
the
It
wing
whips it
perform
around. Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's all airplanes in the safe mode, takeoff and landing are getting slower and slower because of these new wing designs. You know, in the day back when the wings were old, let's say in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you talk to airline captains and they were using de-icing equipment all the time. On these newer airplanes like the new 757s, the A320s, the A330s, and A340s, you talk to captains on airliners, they hardly ever use de-icing because that wing is going, that air is going over that wing so efficiently, ice can't form on it like it used to. Yeah.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. The wings have come a long way. You look at the opposite of that. Look up at a F-105 Starfighter. There's a guy from Italy that flies those for some museum on the East Coast. Basically a flying rocket. Final approach on that fucking thing is like 165 knots. It's like trying to come out of the air the whole fucking time. They set all sorts of speed records. They were great in the, straight, but they couldn't maneuver them worth a fuck. That's why when you see these new Russian MiGs and these new Air Force planes that the United States has, they slide backwards, they tilt, go to zero airspeed. They do a hammerhead. They got all this vectored thrust in these killer wings. You can just do all sorts of crazy shit with them. Look, and you want to see really ring out great air shows. Watch the French and the Rafales. That's one airplane. Or you can watch
I bet.
look at the Russians and the MiG-29s. I mean, the Russian air shows make the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds look like a bunch of pussies. Those motherfuckers, they're somebody that really wrings out every last ounce of performance out of a piece of metal. Look at the MiG-29 air shows by the Russian pilots.
Oh, I bet. Oh,
look at the French Rafale fighter. Look at the air shows those guys do. Fucking unbelievable, man. I mean, if they came over, that's why you never see them doing air shows over here. Fuck, nobody'd ever go to see the Blue Angels again. That's pretty impressive flying too, but nothing like those guys do. Yeah, look at the French Rafale jet in air shows, man. It'll blow your fucking mind. Or the MiG-29. It's crazy. I mean, they just do the crazy. See, they don't get in trouble if they bend something either. Break it. We're over here, and like, if you're an air show pilot for the military and you put a scratch on one of those motherfuckers, your whole life has changed. Over there, they don't give a fuck. They show two MiG-29 Russians hitting each other in an air show, and they both ejected. And after they landed on the ground, they lit up cigarettes, started smoking. I mean, these motherfuckers got the biggest balls in the world. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, I think I'm going to go on.
It says he jumped at a high altitude, freezing rains with the winds blew up to 70 miles per hour. No one knows what happens next. Investigators.
Oh, yeah, you're not there that long, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not there. There's all sorts of motherfuckers hunting and camping and canoeing and every other fucking thing. They're trying to, the government would want to make it seem like he died. I preferred to think that he lived. I was really disappointed when they found that money. I hope he was buying blowjobs with it down in Tijuana.
Of the two parachutes he took, one was non-working training parachute that had been supplied by mistake.
They found that one though. I think he didn't. I think they left that one in the plane.
So the guy that was in charge of it retired from the FBI. Let's see, let's see. It says, well, okay, it says, what's more, you're never
going to get a straight answer out of FBI, even retired. They have to retire at 50. FBI agents, mandatory retirement. And that they're all part of that club until the day they die. So they're going to shit red, white, and blue, even if it means lying. They'll never be invited to another golf outing again. They're like the worst people you can get a straight answer from. A retired FBI agent. He made fucking fools of the FBI, whether they found him or not.
Well, see, this is what's more, the landing conditions where Cooper jumped would have scared even away the most experienced jumpers.
That's bullshit. He knew what the fucking weather was. If the weather would have been that bad, he'd have waited another day.
Okay, but since Cooper's choice of parachutes, he left behind the two best chutes, suggests that he was a novice beginner skydiver.
That's not what it wasn't. They never said that in that book. I mean, there could have been. That's by today's standards. Back then, I mean, you needed parachutes to carry quite a bit of weight. Those were old paracommanders.
And
like, how now you watch an air show and instead of coming down in a circular parachute like you'd see in old World War II movies, there's squares that they kind of steer around.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have those then.
Well, it says here, well, I mean, whatever.
Hey, there's fuckers that have not had their parachute open and survived.
The jets,
30,000 feet.
The fighter jets had to circle because obviously they couldn't go as slow as the.
Yeah, that's bullshit too. They could too.
And it said if he would even if he would have sprained his leg, that would have been a death sentence in that kind of environment.
That's all FBI nonsense. They cannot stand the fucking thought of being 500 miles off from where he really jumped. That's the kind of bullshit they're putting out there, government propaganda. He made them look like fucking Keystone Cops, and they can't stand it.
Okay, so on here, there's also sources for further reading. So there's some other books, and I'll take a picture of this and send it to you so you can check this out. Have you seen this man? Yes, scam. And then I've got some some Newsweek. I don't know if you. I'm sure you could probably find those 1983, like on
Yeah,
old.
I read the hell out of that shit, man. I thought it was great.
What's the old
Beach.
microfiche? Yeah, you go to the
Mm.
library and look up all that shit still here downtown.
I read a lot of it. Yeah, I wanted him to make it, but the finding that fucking money disappointed me.
Yeah, in 1980, a young boy discovered a package containing several dozen
Yeah,
$20 bills.
if you look at that, you look that up on Google Earth. That's a lumber company right there.
The wet and shredded money, whose serial numbers were traceable to the ransom amount payment, with only a clue that appeared that since Cooper had jumped out of the jetliner, but was a clue that led nowhere. Authorities searched for the area for further no clues. Again, they
And if you
found
look at where
nothing.
they found that money, that really shut them the fuck up because that blew every bit of bullshit propaganda they had put there out there in the news. I mean, that caused a problem with the FBI when they found that money because they just couldn't account for that where they found the money and where they were searching. So they had to
It was
come up
on a
with all
family
these,
picnic.
yeah, they had to come up with all these bullshit theories about the money floating down the river for 10 years and a bear grabbing it and all sorts of stupid shit just to be able to justify why they were clueless where he really jumped.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like you said, they didn't know no parachute. I'm like, really, you
No.
think the bears really fucking squirrels ate his parachute?
Yeah, no. And if you look at where that river where it floated down where it could have been, it
Yeah.
just didn't make sense that it could have drifted as far as they said it did all those years. And that was how many years? What year did they find that money?
Let's see, 1980, February 10th, 1980.
They found it.
Yep,
And
February
what
10th,
year did he
1980.
jump? What year did he jump?
1971.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the whole thing. It didn't really add up.
The
How
day
did you
before.
not find like remnants of the parachute and all that shit?
Yeah, well, yeah. You can see this money. They got like a black and white photo of the money. It's
Yeah,
uh, just looks like
and it
all
didn't.
the
It did,
edges are gone.
and it didn't make any sense. Then they said that they thought that it was that area of the river was dredged regularly, and it didn't make sense that it would still be there, knowing that it was dredged, unless somebody buried it deep intentionally. Like the whole story stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there's a yeah. If you Google who auctioned off DB Cooper's money, it was that big auction house in Texas. There are a bunch of fucking crooks too. They've been caught fucking putting in fake bids and all sorts of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to sell some Abraham Lincoln letters through them, and I used Les Cowan in Cincinnati, Ohio, who turned out to be even a bigger crook. These auction houses are full of shit. Sotheby's has been caught fucking cheating. Christie's. Look up Al Taubman, Taubman, big benefactor to University of Michigan. He got caught fucking fixing bullshit. Bunch of crooks. All right. Well, I'm going to go head out. I hope you have a good day today, Rob.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go do some.
Party on. Get rested up for that Asian trip.
Yeah, buddy.
James, you have a good day. Stephen, Larry, you guys party on, lucid. All right. I'll see you later.
All right, go easy, bud.
Peace out.
All right, bye bye.